All right. Hi, everybody. So the Genshin live stream is going to be starting in about 15 minutes. Um, there's going to be a lot of stuff. I will tell you right now. They are going to be talking definitely about Nod-Krai. They're going to be talking about the anniversary. We'll see how they do with that. I mean, some people are like, "Oh, I'm ready to be disappointed, whatever." But I'm like, as long as they give us the same as they did last year, because last year was pretty good. I mean, we got the free standard character, we got the 20 pulls, we got some little extra bits and stuff like that, which I think was nice, and we got the concert. That might be what we're seeing part today, because it's actually going to start at 7:51 instead of 8 o'clock. And they did say that they're going to have special guests in the beginning and at the end of the stream, so we'll have to see what that is. But let's hop right over, I think. Pause the music. Like, yeah, so here we go. So yeah, I mean, I'm ready to be hyped. It's a little early, and I actually accidentally woke up even earlier thinking this was going to be at 6:51, and it wasn't. It was at 7:51 for me, so I was like, well, I guess that gives me more time to wake up. So, but we'll see. Um, we'll see what they have. Um, I know Honkai Nexus Anima has been putting out trailers and stuff, which I was like, oh, look at that. And they gave us a kind of a game trailer, and it does look like you can move around in the space. You can, fly around, you can float. I was like, okay, so it looks kind of like crossish between Genshin and then like the battle is like auto chess, which I thought was kind of interesting. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. I'm always a little worried about this because you got people coming in being like, oh, this game is better than Genshin and yada yada. Like, have some class, okay? Um, the Doctori fans, Capitano, Scaramouche, new map, let's go. Flins, Columbina. I know a lot of people are super excited, hoping Doctori's playable. Woo, this is gonna be so iconic, somebody says. Man, can't wait for Song of the Welcome Moon. That's some positive, definitely some positive stuff. Free limited 5-star, please. That would be really cool. I will say, if they did something um like they did with Honkai Star Rail the other day, where it was like, oh, here you could pick Lucha or Ron May and stuff and basically buy them from the shop, that would be cool. Premieres in 11 minutes. Please tell me Scarra will get a rerun by Playable Octori. Saritsa. That would be neat if we got to see the Saritsa, but they might not show her. Well, yeah. Nod-Krai and Shaznia are kind of an interesting section, because we're getting to, like, not the wrap up of the story, but like, how to put it? a lot of the stuff we've been leading towards of, oh, characters we've heard of before but we've never seen before, you know, are finally being shown. They're finally becoming playable. You know, I'm crossing my fingers that Pantaloni's playable because he's like my second favorite character. Um, but I don't know. After what happened to Signora and Capitano, I can't trust anything anymore. 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Yeah. I'm looking. The ones that got rip marketed was Flynn's and Lauma, and I know I'm going to assume that Ino might be for free. Um, Considering that a lot of times they give you, oh, a free 4-star and for the areas, and she's a 4-star, as far as I know. Um, I'm hoping to roll both for Flynn's and Lauma, but I'll have to see how it goes. Um, Withering Waves played on my luck yesterday, but I do want both of them. I think in like the, oh, who do you want off of this page? It's the morning. I started talking, my throat got all froggy. Um, I really want Flynn's, Barca, Lauma, Columbina, Dandrome, probably Nefer, Alice, Nicole. There's a lot of characters that I want. Like Fontaine. When Fontaine came out and they showed the characters, and I was like, ooh, I want that one, and I want that one, and I'd really like to get that one. And it'd be like, oh gosh, this is gonna be one of those, you go into it with your funds and you roll for a character, hope you get them, and then see where you stand. And then you have to skip banners and stuff because there's just there's just not enough primo gems to go around for everybody. All right, 7 minutes, 7 minutes. Yeah, you. I just saw one said, Yumi Mizuki weapon free, please. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. I know there's like the characters like Tigari, Dea, and Mizuki that they put them on the standard, but they didn't put their weapons on the standard. And since they're never gonna have banners again, it's like, how do we get their weapons? That was one of the problems, I think. But they might also talk about the UGC in this stream. Like I said, I don't think it's gonna come out at 6.0, maybe 6.1 or 6.2, depending on how far they got with it. But Song of the Welcome Moon segue, Dance of Snowy Tides and Hoarfrost Groves. Ooh, fancy. Excuse me. Ugh. The drop frames. 0 drop frames. No lag. 4 minutes. 4 minutes and I'm assuming say because last year they said they were going to give a free standard 5-star, and they said they were going to do that for every year. So I think this year I'll pick a Mizuki Con because I do technically have everybody now. It's kind of ironic because last year I was missing Jean and Kaching, and by the time that free standard came around, I ended up having both of them after years of not getting them and then not coming home. um, they show up right before I'm actually supposed to choose them. So, because I think at that point Mizuki hadn't come out yet. I'll probably pick a Mizuki constellation. Minutes. Minutes and counting. There you go. Because I did it. Woo! I'm assuming that Columbina is going to be playable because from what I've seen, it kind of looks like she's the quote unquote Archon of the region, even though it's not like Archon actual, it's more of just like position. But I'm assuming if they don't do a whole she's becoming the moon type of garbage, she'll be the Archon and she'll be playable. I don't know about Sandrome. Hopefully. I mean I like her design. Hopefully she'll be playable too. But seconds. Hi, Dark Overdue. We're watching the Genshin live stream. It's gonna start pretty soon. They're having a like opening that I'm in recovery mode after getting Muulani. Yep. Yep. Well, Muulani is very cute and she is very useful, so congrats on getting Muulani. But yeah. This is the shift into saving up primo gems, especially considering if you want like some of the big hitters they're gonna have, like Barca, Alice, Columbina, Sandrome, etc., etc. Pulling wise, I'm actually gonna try to pull for both of Flynn's and Lauma. I really like them. Whether I'm gonna get them or both, I don't know. But we'll have to see. Yeah, I basically skipped this version because I already had Muulani and Sitlali, and I wanted to save up for Nod-Krai, and Impa was okay, but I wouldn't go for her, and I didn't go for Chaska. So, although Chaska is fun to play. Get off pretty soon. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna mute that. Actually, I should. Because I'm gonna mute that because apparently Twitch does not like that sound. Apparently it's like copyrighted or something. And the last time it started playing, they completely muted everything on my stream, including me talking. So we're just gonna mute for a second. I waited for a Mulan rerun and hyped her so much in my mind. I'm glad you got her. Did you go for her weapon too? I know she's a decent weapon in from the banner, or from one of the events. So. All right, here we go. Oh, it'll begin in 30 seconds. All right, let's make it bigger here. I don't get weapons. I don't do difficult content. Yeah, technically the 4-star weapons are pretty good as well. Times. Use a timer for another timer for another timer. Yeah, exactly. Oh, there we go. Oh, it should be Lauma. With the birds. Feeling the pine cones. He's cute. She's a Disney princess. She's a friend to all the animals.
What's up, travelers, and welcome to the Genshin Impact version Luna 1 special program. I'm Angelina Danielle-sama, the voice of Anefa.
And I'm Nick Olson, the voice of Flint's. What a rare honor it is to meet such
Oh, is that how you say his name?
travelers.
Flint.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Oh, and if you're looking at the time, don't worry, travelers. You're not seeing things. We're here ahead of schedule.
That's right. We're just here to kick things off with a little pre-show entertainment. The Genshin Impact dev team will be the ones in charge of introducing the official version content.
Which means we're off the hook for today.
Oh.
Right?
Sort of. Part of the reason we're here is to keep travelers company before the show starts. But that's not all. The format of the special program is a little different this time. We'll actually be staying behind the scenes to watch it alongside all of you.
Oh, so do we need to provide commentary at all or just enjoy it?
Nope. To avoid impacting the viewing experience, we'll keep quiet while the official program is going on.
I'm thinking she's there because we're gonna go to Natlan with, or to Nod-Krai with her.
Stay tuned for our summary, travelers.
Oh, but we can chime in during the redemption code breaks.
Got it.
All right, I'm sure what everyone is looking forward to the most about today's special program is getting details about the new region, obviously.
Yeah.
For sure, and getting more information on who we might encounter there. Like, our two characters, of course.
I should probably turn that on in case they start speaking Chinese.
While we have some time before the special program starts, let's look back on what we know about Nod-Krai so far.
Yeah, let's do it.
Woo!
Woo!
The first time travelers came across the name Nod-Krai was from Liban in version 5.1.
That's right. Travelers also got the chance to hear more about Nod-Krai
That was a long time ago.
5.3 event on the Trail of Behemoths.
This early information revealed two main things. One, Nod-Krai is an autonomous region in the southern part of Snezhnaya. And 2, it's a chaotic place controlled by a mix of influences from different nations.
Right. And since then, the devs have been dropping lore bombs left and right. Like in the Song of the Welkin Moon web event.
That was so cool.
We learned that Teyvat used to have 3 moons. 2 of them were shattered under mysterious circumstances in the past, and the last one has fallen silent.
A silent moon. It sounds so chilling.
I know, right? And travelers even saw one of the shattered moons for themselves when Malika punched through the false sky. According to her, the remains are called Ancient Moon's Remnants.
Sweet.
Oh, the web event also
Sweet.
went over the 11 different factions present in Nod-Krai.
11. Oh man, that's a lot to keep track of.
I feel that. And there are some new ones, but there are also a few that should be familiar.
Okay.
Like the Knights of Favonius.
Mm.
In version 5.6, travelers had the chance to hear Grandmaster Varka's voice for the first time. But he was a little busy, you know, with enemies on both sides and a group on his tail
Right,
looking to turn him into mincemeat.
Yeah, busy feels like an understatement. Hopefully, he's not in too much trouble.
I know. And, and after Varka's debut, we got a glimpse into the behind-the-scenes production of Nod-Krai. The dev team revealed that Nod-Krai is a place where factions struggle for supremacy, all clashing over the same objective, the moon.
Okay, and when you say the moon, you mean like the ancient moon's remnants?
Well, there's more to it than just that, because according to the devs, the moons have a long history in Teyvat, and Nod-Krai is home to a power far older and purer than the 7 elements.
Older and purer than the 7 elements? Oh, now that sounds very exciting.
Definitely. Of course, at the end of the Song of the Welkin Moon prelude in version 5.8,
You might have some
Varka
others in
sent
the
a
group.
letter inviting the traveler to meet him in Nod-Krai. And with that, Nod-Krai officially became the next destination on our adventure.
Which means the factions better watch out because there's about to be a new face in town.
You got that right. In addition, the devs dropped 3 Nod-Krai teasers over the recent promotions.
That's right. The first was narrated by a certain mage who introduced us
Oh,
to some
yep,
of the
us.
factions in Nod-Krai. And the second one gave us a sneak peek at Lauma and the Frost Moon Scions.
Right. The Frost Moon Scion's home looks so serene and natural.
She's so pretty.
Just so cute.
For real. And of course, in the third teaser, we got to learn about Flints, the Lightkeepers, and the Wild Hunt.
I guess the
Man, seeing
T.
Flints in action? No,
I guess the
that's
T is
sick.
put in there, and they just don't write
was.
it.
I have to agree with you. It was just so awesome.
He is
Alright,
cool.
Last but not least, it's time for the big ones. I doubt I even need to elaborate, so let's just jump right in. When the Teyvat chapter interlude teaser, The God's Limits, dropped, we got to see the true faces of the shades of the heavenly principles. So, you know, just an average Wednesday.
Yeah, that was
Oh, yeah,
wild.
Yeah, nothing crazy about that.
Here you go, random
But
Wednesday, lore drop.
seriously, that means we got to learn more about the sustainer of the heavenly principles, right? The unknown god who tore the twins apart at the beginning of the game?
Exactly. In this video, though, we only got to see the rulers of life, death, and time as they gathered to hold a meeting. The shade from the beginning of the game, aka the ruler of space, was missing.
The unknown god. Unknown no more.
Well,
That's a
kinda.
huge reveal.
Yeah, for sure. Plus, there were a couple of important takeaways. 1, the ruler of space's whereabouts are unknown. 2, the heavenly principles are still asleep. And 3, the jester has a complicated past with the gods and some very intriguing orders to carry out in Nod-Krai.
Mhm.
So tell me, what is the price of killing a
Those
god?
dark, those dark
that part
eyes.
just gave me chills.
Killing a god. So that has to be a part of the Fatui's grand plan.
Seems like it. Based off what we saw in the video, we know one thing for sure. One of their goals in Nod-Krai is to retrieve the Damselet, another one of the Fatui Harbingers.
The Damselette. Guessing that means she's going to be a key character in the events to come.
It's very
Something-
possible.
Something's going on
Speaking
there.
of key characters,
Oh, there's
the
Varka.
Moonlit Ballad of the Night trailer gave us a glimpse at some of the major characters travelers can look forward to meeting in Nod-Krai. And man, that was definitely a big one. It went
Yeah.
so hard. I feel like that trailer is something travelers look forward to every year.
They do.
Oh, for sure.
They
I
do.
mean, Varka, Alice, Marionette, Flints, Lauma. It was so cool to see how all these different factions are converging.
Right?
Alice
It
is so
definitely
pretty.
keeps things exciting.
For sure. Well, with that refresher, you should have all the information you need to experience the upcoming special program to the fullest, travelers. And if we built up your excitement even further, well, that's a win-win.
And with that, it's about time for the two of us to take a break. Coming up next, the official Genshin Impact version Luna 1 special program. Stay tuned, travelers!
Okie dokie. Ha
各位旅行者们好呀，欢迎来到《原神月之一》
Good thing I turned on the
攻略
those
之歌
captions.
城市前瞻特别节目的现场，我是你们的老朋友鸡哥。
旅行者们，大家好，我是小罗浩，很高兴能再次见到大家。哎，鸡哥，说起来，这一次我们采用了《空月之歌》城市还有月之一这样的命名方式，从版本名上看，就和过去的版本有些不一样呢。
那没错，作为原神5年来第一个以新名字命名的版本，对于各位旅行者以及对于项目组的各位来讲，都具有非常重要的意义。那我跟小罗浩呢，也想先跟旅行者们分享一下我们作为原神项目组的感想。原神作为一款长线运营的开放世界游戏，一直以来我们的想法都是努力的去实现一个自我的进化，为各位旅行者提供更好的开放世界内容。比如过去的这一年我们就在很多的内容上做出了一些新的探索和尝试。那这些探索和尝试呢，也是一定会持续进行的。比如如何能让接下来的故事不辜负各位旅行者的陪伴和期待，以及到底是什么样的内容能够超越玩家预期呢？
在之前Nod-Krai的幕后故事中，我们就和各位玩家分享了一些我们的思考。当时我们提到了2个点，总结下来就是：原神团队创造内容的方式需要不断的进化，以及讲好一个故事，我们是不用纠结手法的。
前段时间我们也发布了一系列的前瞻内容，那大家对这些预告呢，也表现出了很高的期待值。整个《空月之歌》的大版本是我们向角色、剧情和大世界等多维内容进行高度融合的一次尝试。
Yeah,
在接下来的节目当中，我们也会一步步的向旅行者们揭示这些全新的内容形态。
那么这些新的尝试和内容具体是哪些？我们将马上为大家揭晓。
是的，千万不要走开哦。
Lots of summaries to start with. Oh, here's the trailer.
This is where our spaceship landed when Lumine and I first arrived in Tavad.
Spaceship
All I
again.
remember is Lumine waking me up and us leaving the ship.
The wild hunt came. It passed through all the graves.
Oh.
Lighthouse, hope, everlasting night.
Oh.
Look upon my flame.
Look out.
Return to your graves and forever rest in peace.
Oh, look at Blizzy's so cool.
Be silent. To dust. The long sleep beckons. Viewing the world through human eyes is like looking into a kaleidoscope. It is so complex and yet so beautiful.
Ad Astra Abasask.
Oh,
Welcome
whoa.
to Nod-Krai, Dominion of the Fatigue.
Wait a minute.
Please, here you go. And if you ever
Oh,
need
no,
anything
Dory.
else, don't forget to make the great Lord Simon LeFay your first port of call.
Oh, they said she'd be here.
Interesting.
Never.
Sincere apologies. I am unable to come down and greet you at the present moment.
Oh my-
I will have to converse from up here.
Oh my gosh.
Do either of you need my help
It's
with
cute.
anything? Anything at all? After all, I'm the head of this household.
Aw, cutie.
Chew on this. Flash attack!
Kubaki. It is a unique elemental force found only in Nod-Krai, or rather, a pure, primordial form of elemental energy.
They say
Dolphin.
that each of their moon chanters has had access to an ancient relic that lets them see the true past.
I am still trying to piece together the many fragments of our past. It is a story not only of the Frost Moon Scions, but also of the moons themselves. We Frost Moon Scions are the last descendants of the ancient golden realm of Hyperborea. Follow me and bask in the soft light of the moon.
That music in the background, wow.
You must protect us for the everlasting forest.
He's actually going to be our first
It is also said that
all-female
when
Dendro
moons
unit.
shattered, most of their fragments rain down upon this land like stardust. Yet, successive generations of Frost Moon Scions have always passed down a prophecy that one day the Moon Goddess would return. That prophecy did indeed come to pass, though not quite.
I still wish to return to the moon that belongs to me.
Oh boy.
The Fatui built their research facility on top of the remnant over on Paha Isle, but they've had their sights set on the one here, too.
The sacred relic of the Frost Moon Scions.
There's Gendro.
Stolen.
Today's encounter is merely a courtesy call, a friendly warning, if you will. I
Holy
strongly
cow.
advise you not to stand in the Fatui's way.
The Frost Moon Scions will never hand over anything to the Fatui. With your blood,
Oh boy.
we shall draw an inviolable line in the snow.
No irregularities detected in the duct. You're wrong. Just because Nod-Krai lacks a ruler at present, that does not mean it should not be ruled. We Fatui are simply establishing a new order.
Yeah.
Kubaki ammunition fully
No.
loaded. Assessing risk level maximum.
The Curatorium of Secrets has always striven to abide by a policy of strict neutrality. We do not take sides with any faction in Nod-Krai.
Moon Goddess, please save us!
Oh, Lumine.
I suspect your spaceship has been intentionally hidden away.
Are you wondering if your sister might be in cahoots with the Fatui?
I'm not asking you to trust me. Just don't try and stop me.
Well, then you got to explain to us what's going on, lady.
The moon can be treacherous.
Because every time the Abyss Twin shows up, they're all like, "Oh, I'm doing this thing," and I'm like, "Well, why don't you explain the thing to us so we could see if we want to help you with it?" And now it's like, "Oh, I didn't ask you. I'm not asking you to join me. I'm just asking you not to stop me." Like, lady, come on. But it was funny when they pulled up and it was like, "That's not Catherine. That's a syndrome." That's so cool. Okay. We're gonna have to see, okay, what banners come first.
那看完这个版本 PV 啊，我感觉各位旅行者已经有一肚子的问题想要问我们了。首先啊，大家能感觉到这个 PV 里啊，那个月亮的含量非常高。那这也是之前我们在节目里提到的罗德凯莱的一个很核心的意象。
月亮向来给人一种神秘缥缈的印象，而提瓦特的月亮呢，更是蕴藏着久远的故事。罗德凯莱这片土地笼罩在月亮的光芒之下，对于外界来说，确实会有种朦胧的距离感吧。
是啊。
在探寻月亮秘密的旅途开端呢，旅行者们将从纳塔启程，由海路前往罗德凯莱，到达这里的第一个目的地纳夏镇。
那与往年一样啊，我们在这里也设置了魔神任务的快速开启功能，
That's why she was
帮助大家
there.
能够快速抵达罗德凯莱。
从我们之前发布的信息之中呢，旅行者们或多或少也了解到了一些关于罗德凯莱的情报。 不同于我们以往抵达的各个国家，作为至东边疆的自治区域，诺德卡莱曾是一片繁荣的乐园。但是由于深渊灾害的爆发呀，它逐渐沦为了一片废土。随着前来诺德卡莱冒险的人越来越多，一些商人在废墟上建立起了如今的纳夏镇。
那看起来如今的纳夏镇啊，好像确实已经重新焕发活力了。
在旅行者们抵达诺德卡莱后不久，还会偶遇一只非常特别的小生物，它会像导游一样呢，指引着我们前往纳夏镇。
这个小生物感觉功能上跟我们之前见过的精灵比较像，
倒也不错。它们是诺德卡莱的特殊物种月灵。借助月灵的力量呢，旅行者们不仅能够完成某些特殊的挑战，还能提升平常探索和跑脱的效率。可以说，这个小家伙也是大家的好帮手了。在这里呢，还要向大家引入一个基本概念，和燃素还有原始胎海的概念类似，在诺德卡莱地区存在一种力量形式，它被称为月举力。本质上呢，是一种最古老的原始元素能量。
那正如一束光可以被分成7种颜色，那月举力它也可以被解析为不同的元素力。
哎，没错，它的本质上就是光界力。月举力就像那束光在被分散之前的原始状态。
月举力它作为一种强大的自然能量，在诺德卡莱呢，居民们也会把它用在生产生活的方方面面。
没错，
我们刚才提到了纳夏镇啊，在纳夏镇里就随处可见各种月举力的装置。甚至还有一些开在这里的店铺，连招牌啊和店内的设施都使用了月举力。比如这里的罗素姆工坊，在罗素姆工坊中呢，旅行者们还可以兑换到5把诺德卡莱风格的锻造武器图纸。
New weapons。
从全提瓦特各地汇聚而来的人们，利用这种来自月亮的能源，给诺德卡莱注入了充沛的活力，也产生了独属于这里的特别的风情。刚才大家有没有注意到呀？纳夏镇里有一个熟悉的店铺标志，里面的装潢还是须弥风格。我们的老实人多利桑格马哈巴伊老爷也来到了诺德卡莱。
啊，不愧是我们的多利啊，真是一点点商机也不放过，甚至连店都已经开好了。
旅行者们呢，或许可以从他那儿打听到一些重要的情报。至于要付出多少摩拉，哎，这个可能就不太好说了。
I wasn't expecting to see her there。
讲到月举力啊，其实除了纳夏镇，在诺德卡莱的其他区域，月举力的影响也是无处不在的。这种原始的力量呢，它直观地影响了诺德卡莱的气候、土壤、山石啊等等等等。那在诺德卡莱的不同区域，它也有着不同的表现形式。
而生活在这里的生物，自然也都因为月举力的影响，发生了不小的变化。比如这里的植物和小动物都有着很独特的生态还有习性。
不仅如此啊，还有一些盘踞在这里的怪物，它们能够驱使月举力作为自己的攻击手段。
当然了，我们的旅行者来到诺德卡莱之后呢，也能掌握和使用月举力的方法，在大世界中完成解密还有挑战。既然月举力是元素力的原初形态啊，那这个是否也可以有那种使用类似于神之眼的外置魔力器官来引导月举力呢？
哎，那这里我们就要说一个在之前版本里的秘密了，对吧？在5.8版本当中啊，大家本来会发现伊涅弗它原本应该显示为神之眼的字体，那文字被隐藏了。其实它使用的是诺德卡莱的部分角色会拥有的一个神秘装置，叫做月之轮。那月之轮的力量来源于3月，它的持有者呢也获得了驱使月之力的能力。因为力量来源跟神之眼有差异，导致他们在具备元素力的同时啊，元素反应的规则也发生了相应的异化。那这部分被异化的反应呢，我们就叫它月曜反应。月曜反应就是我们在玩法体系层面在反应上做的新的尝试。在未来的版本当中啊，包括刚才提到的月感电在内，我们将对多个不同的传统反应体系进行革新。
That's good。
那对于大家已经接触过的月感电呢，在这个版本也将有一位全新的角色，会加入到我们的体系当中。那我们也会在后面给大家介绍。
没错，还有一位。
除此之外啊，月之1版本还会加入一个全新的反应规则——月绽放反应。从设计师的角度来讲啊，我觉得再造2个简单粗暴的直接提供伤害输出的反应，我觉得显然是不会让玩家产生尝试的意愿的。
有道理。
对，所以每一个新的体系啊，我们都尝试从队伍层面先定义它的概念。
鸡哥，要不要你展开说说
？OK， 那比如说月感电啊，它的本质呢，其实是一个通过自洽的规则，将各个角色在元素层面的一些直接贡献，转化为一个统一的、表达更明显的形态。
原来如此，所以月感电反应造成的伤害是和所有参与反应的角色相关的。
没错。那对于月绽放反应呢，它更像是将队伍中的角色进行了一次重新分工。比如哪些角色是负责积累资源的，那哪些又是负责转化资源的。 所以月绽放体系呢，在原本的绽放体系当中新增了一条规则，也就是当队伍产生原绽放反应的时候，将积累一种名为草鹿的公共资源。而具备月绽放反应能力的角色，他们一方面是允许队伍积累草鹿，一方面呢又能对草鹿进行不同形式的利用。所以这个规则呀，在很多其他游戏作品里，其实大家也有见过类似的形式，相信大家也会很快理解并且上手。
那么在新的玩法体系以外，就剧情和世界观的层面而言，像古月遗骸、月举例等等这些与月亮密切相关的要素，也将多方势力牵引到了诺德卡莱这一舞台上。因此呢，在我们这趟旅途当中，我们不只会结识来自诺德卡莱当地的新朋友，还会再度重逢很多早已熟悉的老朋友。那接下来啊，我和鸡哥就要向大家介绍几位来自不同势力的角色了。
那我们就先从近的开始，我们从双叶之子势力的踊跃使拉乌玛开始说起。双叶之子呀，他们是传说当中黄金国亥珀波瑞亚的遗婴，他们远离文明，选择在山林之间的生活。他们聚集在如今称为西西岛的地方，以月神库塔尔作为信仰，虔诚地崇拜着月亮。
而踊跃使则是听取教众烦恼，为他人解忧的神使。拉乌玛不仅被教众们视为月神神谕的传达者，同时也是深受族人信赖的领导者。他在双月之子中呀，有着崇高的地位。另外呀，由于拉乌玛的独特体质，他和动物们的相处相当融洽，甚至能够听懂不同种类动物的语言，还能短暂的变身成半人半鹿的特殊形态，进行快速的移动。
So cool。
这里就要提到我们之前说到的新的内容呈现形式，比如啊，他在他的营地当中行走的时候，那双月之子的成员呢就会对他行礼来表达尊敬。而对于在西西岛受到了月举律影响的各种小动物，由于拉乌玛自己的特殊体质啊，他对这些小动物呢有比较特殊的亲和力。对，比如说啊，这个野外的菱角鹿，它就会帮忙为队伍中的角色提供治疗。对，那还有的小动物呢，会给拉乌玛分享他们储藏的食物，甚至还会帮助我们去采集矿石。我们认为，就是一个开放世界，它的真实感，是呈现在角色的身份、能力以及他所处的环境之间的交互能力上。那比起只有大段定式的演出而言，我们认为这种融入在日常游玩行为当中的设计啊，是减少了打断感跟刻意感，更有人情味的。
我们将以往只能通过阅读物或者对话表现来传达的内容，以自然的形式融合在了大视野生态当中。希望这种尝试呢，不仅能让旅行者的冒险之路更为沉浸，还能让喜欢探索和交互的玩家呀，在接触到这些细节的时候，能感受到一些额外的惊喜。
没错，那拉乌玛呀，它对于月举律的亲和，不只是体现在生态交互能力上，还体现在自己的玩法设计当中。
and she can help you find
一样，拉乌玛呢
local specialties that'll help
反应的核心角色之一。根据草元素月之轮的力量，拉乌玛可以将全队触发的绽放反应转化为触发月绽放反应。而拉乌玛还可以通过消耗草鹿来增强队伍当中各种绽放反应的伤害。值得一提的是啊，像拉乌玛这种拥有月之轮能够支持月绽放反应的角色他们各自都还拥有一些特殊的伤害手段。那这些伤害呢，也会被视作月绽放反应伤害。所以拉乌玛呀，它不仅是绽放体系当中的一个强力的辅助角色，它自称也可以打出月绽放反应伤害。
又能辅又能打。
没错。那
warrior support, I like that.
可以降低敌人的草元素以及水元素抗性，而它的元素爆发呢，则会提升整个队伍绽放相关反应的伤害。此外，由于月绽放产生的特殊资源草鹿的存在，拉乌玛可以长按元素战绩，额外消耗草鹿来积累一种名为月涌的效果。
Okay, this is what it does.
为拉乌玛元素爆发的效果带来额外的增伤次数，同时呢，也会直接造成月绽放反应伤害。
那七哥，除了月绽放，那之前我们旅行者们就接触过的月感殿，是不是也要迎来新成员了？
有的兄弟，有的。那除了双叶之子以外在诺德卡莱我们也会接触到其他的势力比如大家非常感兴趣的一个势力叫做直登人。在魔神任务当中呢，我们就会结识直登人当中一位用词文雅、有贵族气质的神秘成员，叫克里洛·楚德米洛维奇·菲林斯。
我们在 5.5 版本中的圣遗物故事和之前的新版本预告中，曾经和旅行者们简单提到过关于直登人的故事。那是一个守护诺德卡莱自由和和平的古老组织，长久以来对抗着深渊无休止的入侵和狂烈。
那直登人这个词顾名思义，离不开手里的一盏提灯。不过这盏灯的意义不仅仅是为了照明，还是他们对抗狂烈的武器。而这一点在大世界生态上也会有所表现。 当执灯人的提灯靠近危险的时候，它会转变为警示危险的色彩。
Oh, look at that！
而作为经验老道的执灯人，菲林斯甚至可以听懂狂烈发出的那些常人难以理解的低语。
Oh my
在战斗
gosh！
层面当中啊，菲林斯也使用了月之轮的力量，因此他和伊涅弗一样，也具备将队伍中的角色触发的感电反应转化为月感电反应的能力。菲林斯通过自身的元素战技，可以唤出灯中的力量，将自己的普通攻击和重击转化为无法被覆盖的雷元素伤害。而他的元素爆发呢，既可以在元素战技期间作为派生技能打出，也可以单独释放。并且元素爆发造成的部分伤害啊，将会视作月感电反应伤害。
目前，菲林斯在中夜长营独自居住，他守望着同伴们的坟冢，也监视着狂烈的动向。旅行者在这里探索的时候，说不定会有一些奇特的遭遇。
哎，那刚才啊，我们为各位旅行者介绍了两个相对神秘且古老的势力。那接下来出场的这个势力啊。听名字就很轻松活泼啊，甚至可能有点稚气。之前我们公布罗德卡莱的各个势力的时候，也观察到很多旅行者觉得这个取名风格和其他的势力有点不太一样。对，
你说的一定是叮铃哐啷蛋卷攻防。
对，想必啊能给攻防取这样的名字啊，这个攻防的主人也应该同样有趣。说到攻防的主人，旅行者们应该已经知道说的是谁了。他就是伊涅弗的家人艾诺。
哎，是的。完成了5.8魔神任务的旅行者，其实已经在剧情中和伊涅弗打过交道，也了解了一些有关艾诺的消息。别看艾诺平时一副天真活泼，嚷嚷着要吃蛋卷的样子，其实呀，他是一位天才机械发明家。除了用各处搜集来的零件组装出了伊涅弗这位机械少女，他还为纳夏镇专门设计了一门大炮，用来对抗狂烈
啊！大炮呀！那看起来艾诺对机械有很深的造诣啊。他也能利用自身携带的机关进行战斗。艾诺可以通过释放元素战技，操纵身后的机关扳手，让自己快速移动，并且对敌人造成伤害。而他的元素爆发呢，则会抛出一个可爱的喷水机关，叫做冷静一下压，间歇性的去攻击敌人，造成水元素伤害。那他和伊涅弗呢，也会成为拉乌玛和菲林斯的好帮手。对了，艾诺也是我们第一位啊拥有水元素神之眼的双手剑角色。
哎，那这样我熬幽静微战拿到的水元素双手剑外观，可终于可以派上用场了。
没错。
不过呢，忙于机械发明的艾诺在日常家务上可能就没有那么有天赋了。好在有伊涅弗这位家人的照顾，不然光凭艾诺自己，很有可能把日子过得一团糟。在攻防附近啊，我们能看到艾诺收集的金属外壳和材料散落了一地，还有一个多功能武装家用机器人重拳出击鸭。
对，那这个名字一听啊，就又是艾诺的风格。旅行者们可以和重拳出击鸭对话，并且进行切磋，获得角色的培养素材。
it's a boss！
哎，那这里啊，作为新版本的生态呈现啊，和强大的敌人之间也不一定只有战斗这一个选项。那如果是艾诺或者是伊涅弗在场呢，他还能触发额外的对话选项。
哎，几个，我看其中一个对话选项是开启攻防秘藏。
没错。那不知道旅行者们有没有发现啊？就自己队伍里的伊涅弗在好感度达到6级的时候，可以领取到一个奇异的螺栓。而在新版本的探索当中呢，也会有其他的方式获取到更多的螺栓。消耗一定数量的螺栓，就可以在攻防秘藏处兑换专属于艾诺和伊涅弗的独特道具。
那拥有道具之后呢，艾诺和伊涅弗的一部分外观还会发生变化。
我们刚才介绍的3位新朋友啊，都会在《空月之歌》城市的魔神任务第1幕《雪浪与苍灵之舞》中登场。而在任务开始后不久，我们就可以和艾诺相遇，随后呢，就可以直接邀请他加入旅行者的冒险队伍了。
哎，那太好了。那随着故事的展开啊，我们也将会对3位新朋友有着更加深入的了解。顺便一提，在诺德卡莱的一些地方，让这些来自诺德卡莱的角色和当地的居民互动，居民们也会根据角色的不同呢，做出不同的反应，甚至有可能从他们身上收获一些小小的馈赠。
哎，这些不同势力的角色的确都很有魅力啊，大家也一定很期待在新版本的魔神任务剧情当中有怎样的交集。哎，不如请小罗浩为旅行者们简单介绍一下有关这次版本魔神任务的情报吧。
哎，好呀。首先想和各位旅行者们聊一聊的是，在这次新版本在剧情安排上会有一些变化。 我们也从过去的剧情中，积累了一些经验。我们意识到呀，有时或许需要打破陈规，根据最好的体验预期重新编排剧情。刚才为大家介绍过的角色，像拉乌玛、菲林斯还有艾诺，他们的背景故事和魔神任务的展开密切相关。因此，在本次我们将传说任务和魔神任务两者紧密整合在了一起。这不会是一个新的陈规，而是在空月之歌城市这个版本最适合为大家讲故事的方式。比如说，在空月之歌城市的魔神任务剧情中，旅行者们将会与身为双月之子永月使的拉乌玛一同深入到对抗愚人众的冲突里。旅行者会逐渐了解到拉乌玛的过去，并对双月之子想要守护的月神产生更加深刻的认知。而在直登人菲林斯，在和他相处的过程当中，我们还会直面狂烈的威胁，在旅途中感受到直登人誓死守卫诺德卡莱的那份坚持。而空月之歌 PV 中出场的其他角色，包括愚人众的执行官木偶、月之少女哥伦比亚，以及密文馆的老板奈福尔和他的合作伙伴雅科达等等，也同样将在空月之歌城市版本中和各位旅行者见面。当然，我们熟悉的朋友西风骑士团大团长法尔加，他似乎也在纳夏镇为旅行者们留下了一些线索。
你刚才说到了少女哥伦比亚，那她作为从东野鱼系就露过面的角色，在新版本啊，她的称呼也从愚人众的执行官变成了月之少女。那小罗号今天是不是可以跟旅行者们再多透露一下其中的一些缘由？
当然可以啊。那我们就要从久远的过去，夜空中曾挂着3轮明月的时候说起。
对，我觉得也没有必要那么久，对不对？
那碍于篇幅限制啊，那我们今天还是简要一些。从之前已经释出的信息中，旅行者们或许已经推测出少女和月亮之间有着紧密的联系。当新版本大家前往纳夏镇、西西岛这些地方的时候，还能见到诺德卡莱特有的星月神像，上面雕刻着的呢就是曾经的少女。诺德卡莱其实是少女的故乡，是她诞生的地方。
你刚才说到曾经的少女，那也就是说呢，少女被当作神明来崇拜，已经是她加入愚人众之前的事情了。
没错。目前呀，少女出于某些原因离开了愚人众，暂时长生在西西岛附近。
那既然诺德卡莱的不同势力都是为了月亮聚集于此，那么少女呢也必然会跟各个势力之间都产生一些关系。那关于新版本的魔神任务的更多内容呢，就请旅行者们亲自前往游戏内探索了。对了。That's
why they have to go get her because she left.
但我相信，大家肯定很关心啊。那我们该有的奖励会不会被落下，对吧？那我在这里我在这里告诉大家，就是对应的角色培养材料和原始奖励将会跟随魔神任务完成的500原始奖励一同送出。所以旅行者们在完成任务之后不要忘记领取哦。
They started doing that, but if they take away the character story quest, how do you get them? There you go.
叫做剧所。为旅行者们展现角色在提瓦特生活的种种剪影和片段。正如之前的幕后节目中和大家说过的那样，原本一些祖宗之法不可变的传说任务、邀约任务的内容，我们会尝试用更加润物细无声的方式，自然融入到这个世界的探索和交互当中，让原本的内容跳出传统的任务模块，用一种新的方式呈现给各位旅行者。
既然是剧所那顾名思义，也就是旅行者跟小伙伴们相聚的场所了。
是的，在剧所里，旅行者们不仅能够随时和伙伴们聊聊天，也能够推进和他们有关的大大小小的特殊事件，体会他们所经历的生活。在完成这些事件的过程中，逐步了解到他们所属势力的更多信息。在月之1版本，旅行者们可以和菲林斯、拉乌玛、艾诺3位角色共同建设各处的剧所，比如前往丁灵筐狼蛋卷工坊，观察伊涅弗和艾诺的温馨日常；到双月之子的双月之房坐一坐，和拉乌玛一起阅读流传在双月之子里的各类传说与故事；或者去前往菲林斯所在的住所，听他讲述直登人的悠久传说。
旅行者们在剧所内消耗冒险中获得的月之印，还能够提升剧所的共建等级，升级剧所也能获取不少奖励。
这里需要特别说明的是，在诺德卡莱，少女也拥有一片独特的区域，那是新生之月柱次的圣所，被称为银月之庭。
那在这个银月之庭当中其实少女会向你提出一些小小的请求，或许是哼歌，或许是谈心，对吧？或许是和你一同在月光下漫步。 那当你在回应这些请求后呢，少女还将答谢你的好意，为旅行者在罗德卡莱的冒险提供强大的帮助。
哎，鸡哥啊，聊完了新角色和新剧情，
It's gonna be
我们是不是
playable,
可以
right?
介绍旅行者们很关心的这次新版本活动起源的安排啊？
起源呀
They don't make her playable. People are gonna hate them.
新伙伴一同冒险的，在月之1版本的上半期。
Oh, she's actually first.
将会迎来概率 up。
I was not expecting that. I thought Flint was going to be first.
新的极路祈愿也将在上半期开启。那看到纳西达的旅行者应该能猜到啊，这次的极路祈愿有大量的须弥角色出场。那各位关注草元素策略体系的旅行者们不要错过。5星法器仿叶天境也将在上半期武器活动起源当中出现。而在下半期，菲林斯和叶兰将会加入活动起源。 4星角色艾诺的获取概率也将大幅提升。全新5星长柄武器，
I was for sure he was going to be first, considering they kept talking about him first, but nope, he's going to be second phase.
除了全新武
That's
器外，
okay.
月之1版本更新后啊
I really did want to make sure I got Lauma.
穷尽视线之夜和仿月的夜歌。旅行者们可以通过挑战全新的诸生秘境来获取它们。 啊，介绍了这么多内容啊，我觉得可能也需要一些时间让大家消化消化。那不如我们来看一条有趣的短片，直观的了解一下罗德卡莱独特的自然环境吧。接下来还会有我们的研发同学为大家带来罗德卡莱的生态、势力和版本活动信息。
哎，补充一下，也包括大家非常关注的愚人众相关情报哦，大家请千万不要走开。
The Fatui. Honestly, considering I know they already have all this stuff planned out, I really wish that they would just come out and say, okay, yeah, these Fatui Harbingers are going to be playable, these aren't, and so people can, like, move on.
Here in Nod-Krai, the power of Kuvaki is not to be underestimated.
Kuvaki, that's how I say it. Like, either don't touch that!
It sets machines in motion. And fortifies the creatures of this land.
It's the little Sub-Zero TVs, they're back! I love, though, how the new characters interact with the world, though. Because it makes so much sense.
Kuvaki affects everything, even the weather.
Oh, to be playable, yeah, that would be really good.
It is the power to attract
universe,
and
yeah.
repel.
But they were probably going to be meeting him first. So that is kind of weird.
Of course, that's just the beginning of the story.
Maybe they decide to flip it at the last minute. They're like,
Looking for more info? Stop by the Curatorium of Secrets, and we can exchange stories.
Pepper is pretty. Her cat's super cute too.
Angelina.
What?
Can we talk now?
I think so.
Wow, okay. That was a lot of information, wasn't it?
Yeah, so much cool stuff.
The dev team didn't hold back, that's for sure.
Totally. From the characters to the story, there's just so much to take in.
Okay, what are you looking forward to the most so far?
Well, meeting the damn slut for sure. She's just so cute.
Oh, so not because of her identity, the plot, her role in it, or stuff like that, just the cuteness factor?
The most important factor, you mean?
Right. How could I forget? Well, the lunar reactions also seem super cool. Anefa and Flint's can both convert electro-charged reactions into lunar-charged reactions, and Lauma can convert bloom reactions into lunar bloom.
Yeah.
That's right. And since Aino is Hydro, she can help trigger both.
Oh yeah, the team comp is really coming together.
Definitely. Oh, wow, that was fast. Looks like it's time to hand things back over to
They must have switched it at the last minute, because why is he in the front if he's going to be second? In all the pictures, if he's going to be second phase.
旅行者们，大家好，我是原神的任务设计程少，初次见面，请多关照。
旅行者们好，我是原神的关卡设计魔王。接下来的时间呢，就将由我们两位继续为大家带来更多关于诺德卡莱的情报。 哎，程少，你看了刚才的短片没？里面其实介绍了很多关于诺德卡莱的有趣的生态环境的。
的确，旅行的重要一环就是了解新区域的风土人情嘛。
说到风土人情，我们也希望诺德卡莱能带给旅行者超越以往的、更新鲜、更有沉浸感的体验。不知道你还记不记得刚才鸡哥他们提到的一些势力，像是双月之子啊、直登人这些？
哎，记得，感觉啊，他们跟旅行者比较友好。甚至我觉得啊，应该能跟旅行者成为朋友吧。
完成一些跟他们相关的任务，也可以获得丰富的奖励。比如说呢，在双月之子所在的西西岛，完成特别的世界任务，不仅可以了解到这片土地上尘封的秘密，还可以获取一把双月之子风格的单手剑。
pretty。
但是啊，魔王，我听说了，诺德卡莱啊，它是一个势力错综复杂的地方，肯定有势力对我们不那么友好吧？
刚刚也提到了，诺德卡莱
Oh,
并非
here's the answer.
像我们以往所熟知的富有秩序的区域，那自然呢也存在着一些暗流涌动的地方。就拿大家非常熟悉的神像来说吧，在这里呢，因为对古月遗骸力量的争夺，不同区域的金月神像外观也都各不相同。有的神像呢已经完全被金属装置所包裹了起来，而各种原因就不得不提到诺德卡莱另一个非常重要的势力，也就是鱼人众了。
鱼人众。哎，果然来了吗？让我们一起看看这个旅行者的老对手在诺德卡莱又整出了什么新花样吧。
在刚才的内容中呢，大家已经看到，执行官木偶现在正活跃在诺德卡莱，而在他的带领下，鱼人众迅速地在坠落的古月遗骸上建立起了一座巨型的要塞，就是我们身后的这座月举例试验设计局。
听名字大概就能理解。
Bureau。
月举例啊，是提瓦特大陆最古老的力量。而一直想要攫取众神权柄的鱼人众，肯定不会放过这次机会。
遵照最高指令，苍星盛世呢，从至东本土而来的大批鱼人众精锐部队都已经汇聚在了诺德卡莱。他们在实验设计局利用周边的资源，生产了大量的以越举例
Like forget fine, I'm gonna do traditional
在诺德
dance。
卡莱呢，也形成了一股强大的军事力量。
我感觉从蒙德的先遣队到枫丹的特务组织，这个鱼人众的科技水平一直在进步啊。
看起来是不是也变得更难对付了？
有可能。
不过这些兵器既然是用越举例开发的，我们是不是也有什么办法可以反过来利用这一点对抗鱼人众呢？
哎，有的，兄弟，有的。在诺德卡莱啊，旅行者使用越举例时，不仅可以利用它神秘的吸引或排斥的力量完成关键解谜，也可以啊利用这种力量夺取敌人的武器，甚至还能打断他们的技能。哎，话说回来，部署了这么多军事力量在诺德卡莱，相信大家都好奇鱼人众到底要干什么。其实啊，
如果旅行者们对这件事情感兴趣，可以在版本更新后自行前往一探究竟。不过可要小心了，试验设计局呢，作为鱼人众的地盘，自然也是戒备森严，非常危险。
这可难不倒我们旅行者。虽然戒备森严啊，但是实验设计局结构复杂，总有空子可以给我们钻。旅行者可以选择从正门闯入，直面鱼人众的阻拦，或者可以选择掩人耳目，利用建筑中的管道等结构偷偷潜入。而当我们深入试验设计局内部之后，还会发现许多安保机关，旅行者可以选择用越举例来解除它们。有趣的是，利用鱼人众的清扫单元，我们还能进入一些神秘空间。
That's kind of cute。
没想到鱼人众也会用扫地机器人。
已经能够想象操作它穿梭在管道中的样子了。另外啊，和当地的结识的一些新伙伴合作呢，我们也能逐渐了解到鱼人众不为人知的秘密研究。
In research projects。
也要注意了，一旦触发了鱼人众的警报呢，很快就会有大批士兵赶来围剿入侵者。旅行者们可一定要小心了。
都说风险和机遇并存嘛，实验设计局里肯定也有很多我们想要获取的好东西吧？
说到好东西，我这里还有一份绝密的情报。相传呢，闻名大陆的组织盗宝团的创始人雷德米勒，最初就发迹于诺德卡莱这片土地，并且呢，他还在这里为后人留下了一份伟大财宝。而关于他的其中一份线索，正藏在试验设计局之中。
传说盗宝团伟大财宝，感觉要素齐全了。这份财宝，相信我们旅行者是势在必得了。
那可说不准。据我所知，其他不少势力也都对这份财宝觊觎已久。想要找到它呢，可能不仅要和这些势力相互竞争，说不定在特殊的情况下，还得临时跟他们合作一下。如果说刚才提到的这些势力之间呢，都是明争暗斗， 那么接下来要聊到的狂猎，那就是诺德卡莱的所有生者所要共同面对的敌人了。狂猎本身是深渊在诺德卡莱呈现出的一种极度危险的形态，狂猎肆虐的地方呢，也几乎没有生命可以幸存。
从狂猎的外观来看啊
This is one of the problems. These guys look pretty spooky to me.
我也看到一些狂猎甚至身穿着直登人的服饰，可想而知过去有多少人因此而牺牲了。
但人们啊，其实也不会坐以待毙。直到如今，诺德卡莱的人们依然在用月举力去对抗狂猎。纳夏镇顶部的那个大炮啊，听说就是艾诺制造的，用来解决狂猎灾害的装置哦。
哦，那个造型，怪不得，果然是艾诺的手笔。
而专职对抗狂猎的直登人们也从来没有懈怠过，他们一直在利用吸引石的力量在诺德卡莱的前线奋战。甚至有过路的商人说，在野外的浓雾里，偶尔你能看到一个神秘的追逐猎杀狂猎的身影。
而在诺德卡莱的其他地方，也同样存在着一些需要我们谨慎应对的敌人。他们受到环境中的月举力的影响呢，有的可以自由驱使月举力，有的则在形态上发生了巨变。比如说，这只隐藏在山洞中、似蝴蝶的魔物呢，就是本次旅行者需要面对的强敌之一。击败它所掉落的角色培养素材，也正是拉乌玛的培养素材。
That's kind of pretty though.
而菲林斯、艾诺的角色培养素材，则是通过刚才介绍艾诺时提到的巨大机关
Or
组成伏击压就能获
He
得。
gets his stuff from a duck.
除了上面介绍的丰富内容，诺德卡莱也有精彩的活动等着各位旅行者前来体验。旅行者们不仅可以和艾诺、伊涅弗一起踏上一段和神秘机械有关的奇妙旅程，也可以完成打卡、挑战敌人等活动，获取原石、免费的4星武器在内的丰富奖励。
幽静微战也会在新版本迎来更新，旅行者可以前往挑战全新的强大敌人。另外，能够限时刷取双倍圣遗物的祝圣遗俑活动，也会在新版本期间开放，大家不要错过哦。
不过既然都说了，空月之歌是一个全新的系列，活动部分这次我们也带来了很多新东西。首先呢是豪斗旅记，从空月之歌的第1个版本，也就是月之1版本开始，旅行者们可以从凯瑟琳那里接取到新版本的地方传奇讨伐任务，还能从中获取特别头像框作为奖励。
第1款头像框就这么好看，我已经摩拳擦掌了。
另外呢，在常驻玩法《幻想真境巨狮》中，由于魔女的来访，舞台中出现了名为越狱圣牌的特别道具。在新版本该活动更新后，旅行者就可以开启新挑战越狱模式，完成额外的战斗关卡圣牌挑战，还能获取特别的越狱圣牌。
这么有设计感的越狱圣牌，感觉会有不少旅行者想全部拿下呢。
越狱圣牌不仅可以留作收藏，还支持好友之间相互兑换。
How hard is that gonna be?
之间的互相分享，心仪的卡牌也能更快的到手。
那程少，到时候如果我没有的，可要找你交换了。
那得看你有没有我想要的牌了。当然，新的越狱圣牌也带来了更多的原石和道具奖励。
另外呢，《会想游记》也将迎来更新。
恰逢原神5周年，大家熟悉的音游活动也更新了全新的周年专辑，和各位在音乐中一起幸福走过了第5年。新的谱面主题呢也迎来了更新，希诺宁、神里灵华、迪卢克的谱面也都将上架商店。
那自然啊，
It'd be nice if it was co-op.
7圣召唤。
I don't
我们也
know.
准备了很多。
They're going kind of fast. I'm having trouble keeping track of what they're saying.
有点好看。
角色邀请、热斗模式、助境演练，这些丰富内容也等待着各位牌手前来体验。魔王，你还记不记得之前项目组的同学跟旅行者们预告过，有一件关于游艺旅文的事儿，想要跟大家分享。
游艺旅文
？Oh yeah.
我想想，好像说是把它打磨完善以后会常驻在游戏。
Yep, they're putting it in.
没错。那么新版本呢，它来了。版本更新后啊，旅行者就可以领到一个笔记本，其中记录了游艺旅文中角色和旅行者之间的点点滴滴，并且还有一个小惊喜：领取笔记本后就可以前往到期的冥神大社，在这儿也会出现一处特别的场所。
想起以前每天去冥神大社找巫女姐姐求御神签的日子了。
现在可不只可以求签，还可以许下别的愿望。只要悄悄写下想要见到的伙伴的名字，说不定不久之后，你就能和他在大世界的某个角落相遇哦。
不仅常驻了，还可以许愿想要见面的角色，确实特别的好。
接下来是不是到了我期待的福
I
利
think they gave us kind of tracks where they
没错
are.
那么也请旅行者们稍事休息，稍后将会为大家带来游戏内外的更多分享内容。
I got lost partway through. Who did this art? That doesn't look like her at all. Definitely a unique style. Yeah, it's like they're like trying to do that lifelike CGI. Ooh, that's not foreboding.
各位旅行者，欢迎回来。这次呀，我也请到了大家的老朋友 Michael， 一起来介绍月之1版本的福利和优化。哎，咋了 ，Michael？ 你这个眼神，你这个动作是有什么心事啊？
你问我，这不该我问你吗，鸡哥？
啊
？5.0前瞻你都把我耍成表情包了。
那你来说，这次咱们怎么介绍？
这段时间我收集了旅行者们从萌新到大佬的心路历程，以及他们反馈的一些痛点。待会啊，我就来考考你。
哎，那我还是很有自信的呀。不管是客服的反馈啊，还是平时刷到的视频，我都还是记在心里的。
哼，记在心里不等于立刻有办法。导演，咱们直接开始。
行，那咱们看看。
这回大家都知道的事，我就抢先回答了啊。
好呀。
首先是每年周年庆都有的福利，旅行者们通过周年签到活动可以获得10枚纠缠之源以及启圣之城。
啊，没错呀。
Rotor covering David，
我们也会通过邮件为大家发放1600原石及各种奖励。这其中还包含2个罗德卡莱风格的有趣小道具，其中的旋翼浮空气踏还可以支持旅行者和自己的好友共同乘坐。
没错，
手冲装备也将在版本更新后重置。另外，大家期待的周年常驻5星自选活动也即将开启。今年还有一位新面孔，来自道期的梦见叶瑞希，也将加入可选范围。
没错，你说的这些都对。今年呀，我们确实准备了这些内容。
哼，怎么样？那么接下来我就要正式开始发难喽。
哦，接下来才是正戏是吗？
是的，我们直接来看问题吧。
哇，你这是有备而来啊！
你看我总结出这么多痛点，这些啊都是玩家在萌新阶段比较关注的。鸡哥，请问你又该如何应对呢？
哦，留在这儿等着我呢。哎，不过呀，我觉得还是要请 Michael 跟大家都放心，毕竟啊，比这些还多得多的反馈，我们也都已经注意到了。相对应的呢，我们也准备了一批优化，也请导播之后加上来。Michael， 看看你的设备上现在多了些什么？
好。让我看看，冒险阅历获取途径更多，那就是等级提升更快了。
对，
这个游戏内的教学感觉确实是很直观哦。这个且试身手门槛降低是什么意思？
哎，且试身手啊，是我们每次推出角色的时候都会有的一种教学关卡。那现在我们对它进行了一次优化。也就是当旅行者们已经拥有某位角色，并且在之前呀也通关了他的且试身手活动的时候呢，在新的且试身手活动上线的时候，就可以直接领取奖励了。
OK， 我懂了。那感觉第3条也很方便呐，不错不错。哎，鸡哥，那最后这条多人游戏难度下调，这有什么说法吗？
哎，这个我也必须解释一下啊，因为在原神当中啊，寻求多人游戏组队的旅行者，其实有很大一批，他并不一定能够单独挑战游戏中的强敌或者高级秘境。而我们默认设置的这个多人难度的调整规则呢，其实是以大家都有独立挑战的能力为前提的。那这就会导致他们在联机抱团取暖的时候啊，有时候会遭遇更艰难的战斗情境。因此，我们在新版本之后呢，下调了大世界以及部分材料产出秘境的联机难度。
哎，确实啊，过去呢，我带同事过本的时候，偶尔也会小翻车一下。
哦，原来你也有这种情况。
是的，但现在的话，带同事过本就更有效率了。哎，等等等等，我好像被你带跑了，这才说到哪啊？继续继续。那接下来我就要为和我一样的老玩家说说话了。
好呀，
其实我们玩了好几年原神，期间也遭遇各种大大小小的问题。相信这些问题啊，我不说，你心里都应该有数。那对于我们这些老玩家，你又准备了哪些惊喜呢？
哎，那对于老玩家而言啊，那我当然也
等一下，等一下，
我
还没说完，我觉得还得单独再提2个事儿，
还有单独要提的。
是的，很重要。第一个就是每日刷体力。
哦，
虽然之前啊一直都有优化，比如5.8版本优化了一些，但是这么久了还只能用40点体力合成一次浓缩树脂，另外还要去抓金蝶，还得合成，真的很麻烦啊。
哦。
第2个圣遗物，每年我都在提这个，今年我还得提。比如我刷了好多圣遗物胚子，啊，看起来好像有用，但又不敢把它合成或扔掉，只能存着，生怕哪一天用上了没了，弄得我现在都爆仓了。
的确，那 Michael 说的这几个问题也很具体啊。除了萌新玩家以外，我们也在为提瓦特的老玩家们准备一些优化内容。那在这些优化内容当中呢，Michael 你刚才的问题都是能得到解决的。要不我们继续看看？
哎，等一下，鸡哥，我作为同事还得提前劝你一句啊！
啊，劝我啥？
没有优化好的东西，你不要硬说。你要是瞎说了，最后还不是我想办法去收拾？
哎，这个你不用怕，不用怕。既然今天我让你反客为主，那我一定是准备了足量的惊喜，能有多到淹没你收集的需求那么多的规模。
行，那我就跟旅行者们一起看看鸡哥准备了什么。第一个，我懂，也就是新版本，只要我探索到一定阶段，就能直接找齐这些宝箱跟神童，对吧？
对。
啊，这个不多说了，确实很方便啊。第2个，我看演示就应该有点像纳塔的不足秘藏，这个也很不错。毕竟启圣之城对我来说呢，肯定是比祝圣之窗更珍贵的。
那你再往下看看。
第3、第4个，哎，对。这是我需要的，要不鸡哥你给我们讲讲细节？
哎，这第3条和第4条啊，我要一个一个说。首先是大家都很关注的圣遗物的问题。以前呀，有很多旅行者就跟 Michael 所说的一样，拿到了非常多的3次条的圣遗物胚子。那你们总想看看，哎，我把它强化到+4之后能出什么好词条？但是从月之1版本开始呢，大家就不用这么麻烦了。所有的圣遗物从一开始就会直接显示它还没有解锁的词条，这就可以减少很多操作的时间和资源的消耗。除此以外呢，我们也支持旅行者直接使用祝圣油膏和祝圣精华来填充祝圣之霜的萃取进度了。而高等级的圣遗物萃取的时候获得的进度也会比以往更多。至于第4条，也就是 Michael 你很关注的领取多倍奖励的手段优化。首先啊，在新版本更新后，我们在各种兑换奖励的场合，现在可以直接消耗40点树脂领取双倍奖励了，并且啊，在此基础上，浓缩树脂的配方要求也从40点树脂变为了60点树脂合成，也就意味着它可以直接兑换3倍的奖励了。除此之外，还有一条，也就是浓缩树脂跟金蝶捕捉龙的配方也有了更便捷的获取途径。在此之前，你应该还记得它们是放在2个城市的声望系统里的。
对。
那最后还有一条是，我们可以直接在奖励结算界面使用原石快速购买树脂来领取3倍奖励了。
好啊，这样我以后就可以少很多麻烦，消耗树脂也变得更方便了。虽然这个优化很好，但我感觉你肯定还有大的没说。 哎，鸡哥，你别不说话呀！
我没有不说话呀，我不是把你的问题都回答完了吗？
不对。这一集我看过，你肯定马上就要从椅子上拿出一摞卡片让我挑了。
这回真没有 ，Michael，我实话跟你讲，真没有。确实啊，我今天准备的东西啊，比你们想象的要多。但是啊，今年我们不搞小卡片，我们换一个形式。那接下来呢，我就和旅行者们一起来看一看，在《空月之歌》版本，开发组的同学还给大家带来了哪些福利和优化吧。Michael， 如果说刚才我们聊到的东西算是玩家预期当中的福利跟优化，那么接下来我要说的就是玩家嘴中的祖宗之法了。
祖宗之法也要变了吗？
没错，首先从月之1版本开始，在未来的5星角色卡池开放的第1周，所有的天赋突破材料和武器突破材料将完全取消开放时间的限制。
好耶！这样的话，我抽完角色就可以立刻拉满。
没错，就是在这一周的任何时间，你都可以刷取任何自己想要的材料了。
I wish they just do that permanently, but
消息，旅行者们在领取周年自选5星角色的同时，我们还会同时奉上所选角色的直升60级材料。哎 ，Michael， 你还记不记得啊？之前我给大家承诺过，就是这个自选5星啊，是一个每年都有的奖励。
是的。
哎，但是这里有个问题，那就是对于很多后续入坑的旅行者啊，如果没有赶上这次周年庆，那就会完全错过这个奖励。
确实是哦。
对，所以这一次为了让新版本期间刚刚入坑的玩家也能够顺利获取这些角色，这个自选5星活动的开放时间呀，也会做相应的动态优化和调整。具体的详情呢，也请大家去关注后续的官方公告。
That's like for new players.
那可以说未来任何时间都是入坑原神的最佳时机了哦。
是呀。
不过鸡哥，我觉得虽然这些都还不错，但像我这种全勤的玩家来说，感觉也还好。
I see the same thing.
对于全勤玩家而言，你基本上都能拿到，对不对？好。那接下来的内容就没有这么简单了。那下面这一条福利啊，我们用老办法。Michael， 让你用设备亲自现场体验一下。
好，我看看。啊，又是让我现场抽卡。
没错呀，
鸡哥，这次我看得很仔细了，这不就是普通的祈愿吗？
那你抽抽看嘛。
哎，我抽到了梦见月瑞希。
What's that purple thing？
不过这个角色我已经抽满了，这不相当于5折抽卡吗？
哎，别着急啊 ，Michael， 你仔细看看最后抽卡结算的那个界面里，除了常规的内容之外，还有啥？
哎，等等，这个无主的命星是什么东西？我记得原本只有25星辉啊。
没错，那这就是接下来呢，我要为各位介绍的一个重磅内容——无主的命星。当玩家重复获取超过命制作需求上限的5星角色时，就会获得这个道具。
哎，鸡哥，这个道具有什么用啊？
哎，那这个道具的作用，就是提升你队伍当中任意角色的等级上限，最高可以直接提升至100级。
啊
？I didn't think they were going to do that。
可以选择我任何喜欢的角色进行加强了。
没错，而且把角色升级到100级，意味着它有更强的基础属性，在触发元素反应的时候呢，也会有更强的基础效果。
哦，原来如此。
但是不对
哪里不对了？
我过去抽了不少的溢出角色，那我不是亏爆了吗？
哦，你的意思是说啊，过去抽到了溢出角色拿不到这个无主的命星，对
呀。
I think that's more for
这次的改动时装之后呀，我们会一直追溯旅行者所有的抽取记录，
retroactive
对应数量的无主命星直接发送给各位旅行者。大家也不用说刻意攒资源到月之1版本再抽卡了。
等等。所有，
没错，
指的是从开服到现在的所
有。
太好了，
standard characters.
那我岂不是能拿到不少的命星去升级
？If it was for the
可以拿到这些命星
4 stars too，
100级的角色出去炫耀了，我溢出的部分也终于有用了。不过我想啊，90级到100级，那按照以前的惯例，我岂不是要准备海量的经验书跟摩拉吗？
哎，这个呀，你也不用担心。虽然说这项操作只能对已经90级的角色使用，但是相对应的啊，角色的当前等级和最大等级是会同步提升的，也就是说不需要准备额外的经验书和摩拉了。
不会吧？
哎，什么不会吧？真的？
哎，七哥，你别吓我啊！ 我觉得比起去年呢，今年的福利和优化力度好像是更猛了。比如像你刚刚说的这个，
I like the
五组
floor,
的
how
命
it's kind
星
of
从开服开始追溯，
in the reflection.
这些决定真的没问题吗？
哎，这样说吧，我经常听到一个说法，我相信 Michael 和旅行者们也经常听到啊，叫做元神不想赚钱，对吧？但是
We never said
倒也不
that.
至于这么不想啊。陪了我们走了这么久的旅行者，应该都能知道，这么多年下来，元神的生产成本已经远远超出一个常规游戏的规模了。元神这个作品的价值和呈现，更多的其实是体现在 IP 和玩法上，也就是角色、故事和乐趣本身。所以借由这样的一个想法，接下来我们还有一项福利。
还有福利？
没错，这个福利也是出于刚才上述的考量，为了见证玩家和角色以及故事的牵绊，由开发组的各位共同为旅行者们献上了一个新的玩法系统，叫做例行修远。在例行修远系统当中，旅行者在提瓦特的一举一动都会被铭记，而提瓦特的命运呢，也会因此与你产生共鸣。这将会允许你和你已经拥有的某位角色之间产生一次更强烈的牵绊，因此你可以免费获取一颗他的命星。
啊，
没错，在新版本当中呢，我们将会率先开放部分角色的命星获取。玩家最多可以在1年当中单独通过例行修远玩法，可以最多额外获取4个5星角色的命星。
我确认一下，我们今年不仅送一个常驻5星，只要玩家愿意，他还可以获得4个限定5星吗？虽然鸡哥你嘴上说不是，但我觉得你这个不想赚钱的刻板印象是要坐实了。
那毕竟嘛，原神
The promise we were saying that when they weren't making like Capitano playable.
那我们的很多决定呢
And we were like, geez, do you hate money? Just give them to us.
比起去做一个收入数字很惊人的商品，那大家其实更想做一个能够给玩家、时代乃至历史留下痕迹的作品。那这个目标呢，肯定有它赖以生存的很物质的一部分，当然也有它能够延续至今的理想的一部分。那我们看到会有些人他比较针砭我们物质的部分，那也会有些人去称赞我们理想的部分。但是对于开发组的大家而言，不管是物质的还是理想的，都是原神的一部分。
是的，没错。发行团队和研发团队，我们初衷都是希望能在原神中持续为各位旅行者提供更好的游玩体验。那么不久之后，我们也将迎来原神的5岁生日，在周年庆期间，我们也为各位旅行者准备了不少游戏外的惊喜内容。
Being kind of like squished there in the back.
All right, we're back.
Yep. Has
He like
really
photoshopped in.
already?
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
next month, right?
Wow, man.
It's nice seeing all the
5
archons,
years
but
is a long time.
what
But
in the
still,
world?
The devs have never stopped looking for ways to keep things fresh.
Definitely. But for a newbie like me, it all feels pretty new.
That's fair.
Oh, and speaking of, Genshin Impact's anniversary celebration is going to look a little different this year. It's not going to be a segment of the special program.
That's right. The Genshin Impact 5th anniversary celebration is getting its own video this time. So tune in on September 28th to check it out.
Congratulations, Genshin Impact, on an amazing 5 years.
So on the actual anniversary.
Now, back to the devs.
I'll go back to that
旅行者
part.
们，欢迎回来。接下来又到咱们1年1度的品红秀环节了。不知道今年的罗德卡莱音乐会现场又将有哪些特色的民族乐器呢？
是呀，那 Michael 你还记不记得去年纳塔交响乐的现场啊？那看得大家是热血沸腾啊！
是的，
而且我们的主题曲音乐，每次在大家做完魔神任务之后，回头再听啊，都能发现其中蕴含了非常多主线故事有关的讯息和细节。
没错，我已经脑补到1年后啊，又回来细细品味这个主题曲的情境了。
是的，为了旅行者们这次的观看体验呀，我们在交响乐现场开始前，请到了一位我们的老朋友，乐队指挥罗伯特先生，带着大家偷偷潜入录音幕后。
I was right about this concert. Yeah, I'm thinking that the limited 5 stars are gonna be you get the constellation if you have them. It's not like if you don't have Zhao, for example, you can pick him. It's if you have, let's say, Baizu, you can get constellations for him.
Hey everybody, long time no see. Today, I'm going to take you on a behind-the-scenes look at the music production for Genshin Impact's Nod-Krai. Let's go take a look.
Here we go, click from 5.
So it's really exciting for the LSO to be back recording some of Genshin's music. I can hear in the headphones there's a lot of kind of Celtic instruments. We have some different kinds of rhythms. I'm sort of imagining very, very different kind of landscape. And I think it's going to be very, very exciting for the viewer to, play around with different things and just in a completely different sound world.
That's a neat instrument.
Well, it's very clever writing. These soundtracks always are. So we've had a lot of kind of exciting, energetic, rhythmic stuff, but we also had some really beautiful melodies. We've got some folk instruments just in our cans at the moment, so we haven't heard those live yet. And we've been playing along with them, and there's lots of quite sort of folky melodies, and that's always really fun to play.
27. That A, maybe now it is a little lower.
Well done.
Fate, the guy pulled.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, all right, I'll be there. Okay, bye-bye. Sorry guys, but I have to go to Snezhnaya right away for some important business. So I'm going to hand over to my good friend and great conductor, Ben Foster, for the live concert. Best of luck, Ben.
Yes, warmly,
Thanks,
sir.
Maestro. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Liz. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Run the track.
That's a pretty song. They put lyrics into the song. It's like it adds a little bit more cultural flavor to it. It's very pretty. Very talented. The eyes on the lady's outfit are reminiscent of Calvina. I'm gonna have to find a recording of this song. It's really good. One thing you can always say about Genshin, the music really is really good. Oh my gosh, you got Violet. Must be for the light keepers. Like, oh, fuck. Boo. I feel bad for instance, like, what do you mean he lives alone? Like, what happened to the group? You can't one guy be the whole group. Like, at least get some NPCs in there. they did boom there.
感谢我们的 Hoya Mix 同学以及现场各位音乐家们的演出。
them.
罗德卡莱的音乐确实非常有史诗感啊，感觉跟着音乐一下子就被带到罗德卡莱这片土地当中了。
是的，那等到旅行者们体验完罗德卡莱的人文地貌和魔神任务，再回来看一看我们的音乐会现场，或许又有一些不一样的感受。
哎，鸡哥啊，记得5.3前瞻你跟大家有预告过啊，原神接下来会有一个全新的玩法模块。
Oh yeah, the UGC.
现在有什么情报可以给大家更新的吗
？Yes, updates. What's up?
那让我们跟随一段场外的短片来了解一下这个玩法的进展吧。
Curious. How's this gonna work? Oh, look, you can use the character
我
there.
是原神千星奇遇设计师、系统策划牛腩。
我是原神千星奇遇设计师、技术策划土豆。本期视频内，我们将向大家介绍即将与各位见面的新内容，聊一聊新玩法是什么，未来有哪些开发规划，以及更多与创作生态相关的话题。让我们立刻开始吧。
千星奇遇将是一个由旅行者主导的游戏世界，在这里，游戏创作者能发挥无限创意，自主开发出所有能想象的玩法，游玩者也能够畅快地体验这些独特有趣、充满想象力的新鲜内容，并结识到更多志同道合的伙伴。模拟经营、派对游戏、对抗竞技、冒险闯关，大家能想象到的一切玩法都有机会在这里呈现。
我们为创作者打造了一个强大的玩法编辑器——千星沙箱。编辑器中开放了原神几乎全量的玩法功能与资产，供创作者自由调用。基于千星沙箱，我们提供了强大的图形化编辑功能，来灵活地支持各种玩法结构。创作者可根据设计需求灵活配置关卡类型和游戏模式，将构想中的核心玩法、系统机制、美术表现等要素按照逻辑一步步串联起来，制作独一无二的游戏内容。大家也不必担心上手成本，在创作过程中，我们将提供配套的服务支持，包含阶梯式开发教程的创作者学院，促进经验共享与协作的创作者论坛，以及专业的创作者技术顾问服务等，帮助大家充分学习与应用编辑器能力。
Apparently, you can play other people's too, so it's not just if you don't want to create things, it's fine. You can just enjoy what other people make.
在接下来几个版本中，开发组也将为大家带来以下重要内容的更新。
大家可能注意到了，在未来呢，我们还为创作者准备了全新的收益体系，玩法的制作品质和受玩家们欢迎的程度都将提升创作者的回报。我们对创作者的期望只有一条，那就是不断创作富有创意且正面积极的游戏玩法。
我们诚挚邀请有灵感、有创意的游戏开发者加入千星奇遇，将奇思妙想化为现实。这将是一次崭新和大胆的尝试。一个个源自创作者的灵感火花，或许将开启新的游戏纪元。
期待与大家一同前往探索充满无限可能的全新世界。
Oh, look at that pineapple! Yes, that's a personal avatar. Oh. Oh my god, it's soccer. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, you're fighting a slide between show. Look at that. Okay, that's what I thought. Oh my gosh, look at that.
好耶！我现在就要玩《原神千星奇遇》，快点端上来。
好的，那么关于《原神千星奇遇》的更多内容呢，我们也会将在未来为大家带来更详细的介绍。 无论你是有奇思妙想的创作者，还是想和亲朋好友尽情玩耍的旅行者，都请期待我们的后续情报。
That does look pretty good though.
真的一口气给大家分享了好多内容。不过我还是想问一下鸡哥，这应该也是很多旅行者也都非常好奇的。我知道我们原神的团队是一直在进化的。那其实每年鸡哥你也会跟旅行者们分享一些未来的一些想法或规划。那作为今年原神变化非常大的一年，不知道鸡哥有什么感受是要跟旅行者们聊聊的？
今年想聊的可能跟以往不太一样啊。那去年我是站在产品研发的角度去给大家提到了进化这个词，但是今年呢，我更想站在 IP 运营的角度跟大家简单来说一下团队坚持的一些想法。那原神是一个致力于创作长线内容的游戏，那我们希望呢把这个 IP 运营10年、20年甚至更久。但是这要求我们首先就要保持持续不断的创作热情。那这份热情除了来自我们团队同学自己的信念以外，也离不开一代一代的旅行者们长期的支持。其次，也要求我们在创作的时候时刻保持独创性。那么对于我们的团队同学而言，独立自主的创作和完整闭环的设定才是维持这个品牌前进的核心。就像我们米哈游的众多系列产品一样，我们大家都是保持着这种相互尊重的心态，独立发展，才能持续不断地拓宽精彩内容的疆域。那原神的团队也会一直秉持这样的理念，一直走下去。
的确，作为一款长线运营的游戏，我代表全体原神的发行团队，也希望能够在更长的时间尺度上陪伴各位旅行者。其实到了第5年回头看，我们团队和我们的玩家共同经受和承担了许多起伏和坎坷，但无论经历怎样的困难，我们一直都相信，克服困难唯有一条正确的道路，那就是坚持初心，创作优秀的内容。也要感谢每一位陪伴着我们的旅行者，你们的热情、鼓励和支持是我们持续创作的原动力。我们也会更加用心去深耕属于原神的美好世界。
Thank you guys.
最后，《原神：空月之歌：城市》将在2025年9月10日传来版本更新。让我们在诺德卡莱这一片洒满月光的神秘土地上再会吧，
旅行者们，我们罗德卡莱见。
Welcome back.
We made it. Now, that does mark the end of the special
See what
program.
Chao, yeah.
I know that was a lot of information. It feels kind of impossible to take it all in at once, and I doubt I'm alone in feeling a bit overwhelmed.
Yeah, the special program team thought that might be the case. So, that brings us to our second job here today. In this segment, we'll go over the main takeaways from today's special program, so travelers have a quick and concise overview of what to expect in version Luna 1.
All right, I'm ready to summarize.
I know, that was a lot of stuff.
Okay, let's start with Nod-Krai itself.
Right. So, like the devs mentioned, Nod-Krai lies on the edge of Teyvat and is more susceptible to abyssal invasion because of it. In fact, the whole region was once a wasteland.
Wait, didn't we do that already with Natlan?
The merchants of Nod-Krai chose to rebuild from the ruins, and that is how Nasha Town came to be, which should be the first place travelers end up after venturing into Nod-Krai. And just like we talked about at the beginning of the program, the moon is a major aspect of the Song of the Welkin Moon as a whole. Under the influence of the moonlight, Nod-Krai is filled with an ancient kind of elemental energy known as Kuvaki.
Yeah, and it looks like this power is indispensable to almost every facet of life in Nod-Krai.
That's right, and some people can even wield Kuvaki for themselves.
These characters have moon wheels, which are different from Vision's because their power comes from Teyvat's 3 moons.
Pretty cool.
And, with the power of Kuvaki, certain Nod-Krai characters can trigger unique lunar reactions.
Exactly. And Nefa introduced Lunar Charged in version 5.8.
Oh, maybe they haven't gotten up to them yet.
Introduce another new reaction.
They did mention during the stream that they're like, oh, every year we'll add more characters, so...
Which does make her a very important figure in the tribe. She's the one her people look to for leadership and guidance. As for her abilities, she can communicate with animals and transform into a deer. Plus, in combat, her Dendro Moonwheel allows her to convert bloom reactions into lunar bloom reactions. Her elemental skill can decrease enemies' Dendro and Hydro resistance. Holding her skill consumes Verdant Dew, which is created when team members trigger lunar bloom reactions.
I guess they
Aim
would be
grants her
doing
stacks of
Mondstadt,
Moonsong.
Leeway, and
Then,
Inazuma
with her
then,
elemental
for the
burst,
characters.
Lauma consumes her stacks of Moonsong to increase bloom reaction damage.
Sounds like she's a great support for Lunar Bloom teams. Next, let's take a quick look at Flint's. In terms of first impressions, Flint's comes off as a polite, dignified Lightkeeper with an almost aristocratic air to him. Of course, as a member of the Lightkeepers, Flint's fights
we
for the
need this
safety of
summary.
Nod-Krai,
I mean, they've
using
been
the ancient power of
summarizing
his lantern to fend
constantly.
off the wild hunt. In battle, Flint's elemental skill infuses his
That one's,
normal
I guess,
attacks
too
with
new.
electro damage that cannot be overridden. Casting his skill again will trigger a special elemental burst that deals lunar charge damage to enemies. And without needing to satisfy
Like, they
any
want to give a
conditions, his
free
normal
limited
elemental burst
5-star,
can directly
but
deal
with
lunar charge damage to opponents.
limits.
Which does make him a strong addition to Lunar
So that they're
Charge
not
teams.
actually losing money.
Alright, let's move on to the last character coming in the new version.
I know, from the Clink Clank Krumkaki craft shop, right?
Ugh.
I know is Anepa's creator and the owner of the workshop.
I'm
She's
just
also
feeling
a genius
tired.
inventor. The massive cannon in Nasha Town used to fend off the Wild Hunt is her creation.
Cool.
But even geniuses have things they're not so good at. And
I like the stuff falling out of her sleeves. That's cute.
That's housework. So Anepa takes care of that for her.
That's nice.
In battle, Aino's elemental skill allows her to use a gadget to launch forward, dealing AoE hydro damage to surrounding enemies. Then, with her elemental burst, Aino summons a water-spraying mechanism that periodically deals hydro damage to opponents.
Whoa, 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 you can't forget the most important thing.
All right. Near the beginning of the first act of the Archon quest, A Dance of Snowy Tides and Hoarfrost Groves, travelers will have the chance to meet Aino and invite her to their parties.
In other words, travelers can get her for free.
That's right. And speaking of, let's talk about how the dev team has revamped these quests with the goal of adding
rehash
richer
the whole
character
thing?
development
I mean,
to the core
I like
narrative.
hearing them, but
This means, in the upcoming Archon
we
quest,
literally just saw
travelers
all
can look
this.
forward to more interactions with the 3 characters we just mentioned, and the ones we'll meet in the future.
Feel like jumping
allowing
back.
us to get to know them on a much deeper level. Version Luna 1 is
Ugh.
also bringing new content to the open world. Travelers will have the chance to help the new characters, Flint's, Lauma, and Aino, build meeting points in Nod-Krai. At these meeting points, you can chat with characters whenever you feel like it, and learn more about their lives by progressing certain events.
Yeah, it's kind of like Traveler's Tales, but a little more fleshed out. Now, the Damselette is another highly anticipated character. I'm sure many travelers have already picked up on her close connection to the moon.
Yeah, she better be playable.
And travelers will get to meet her very
If they just
soon.
do the whole...
After venturing to Hisi
I
Island
would
in the
turn this
upcoming
down a little
Archon
bit.
quest, travelers will encounter
that they're just kind of saying the same stuff. If they do that whole, oh, this part, like, oh, become friends with her and blah, 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 and all that stuff. And then they go and they do the, oh, well, actually, she's not going to become playable because she's just right there. Like, no. Do not do a Capitano on us. We need her playable so she can run around. Yeah, this is why I think they might have flipped the banners, because Flint's kept getting introduced first, and if we're getting a free Aino, and that would mean, like, okay, you're doing the Archon quest, you get your free Aino in the beginning, or around that when you're doing the quest. So that means that technically it would have been better off if they had him with first banner, and then Aino, so you were like, okay, I got my first Aino, and now I get constellations of her. And stuff. But they swapped it, so now it's like, I mean, I'm okay with that because I want both characters, and I did want to make sure I got Lauma because she's really pretty, and she's also our first tall female Dendro character, which is kind of a shocker, honestly, considering how much of the time females override the males in this game. So it just kind of shows, it looks like they had it the other way, and then they decided at the last minute, oh yeah, let's just swap it around. Are you certain Captain Matt Rivertree is playable? No, I'm not. I am not certain. it's very annoying. I mean, he could become back. They do say in the last Traveler quest where the Traveler was doing a whole, oh, I will recreate not Alan. What was it? It's like they want to recreate oh my gosh, my brain just fried. What was it? Not Chesnaya. Conria. I knew it wasn't K, but my brain kept clicking out. Conria. The Lord of the Night fused up with Capitano to be able to use his immortality so she could stay alive and protect the Natlan ley lines. She helped the Abyss Twin get the... Oh yeah, here's a...
Version Luna 1, once a 5-star character reaches their maximum constellation level, additional constellations obtained for them will be converted into
This is for, like,
which is an
whales.
item that can be used to raise characters past the level cap to a maximum of level 100.
For example, if you have a standard 5-star at C6, you could select the same 5-star from the anniversary event, earn a Masterless Stella Fortuna, and use it to strengthen a different character.
Plus, travelers who have obtained excess constellations in the past will receive an equal amount of Masterless Stella Fortuna in their in-game mailbox during the new version, which will give certain travelers the chance to start leveling their characters right away.
Last but not least, travelers can look forward to a new long-term event in version Luna 1 to temper thyself and travel far. The objective is to reach weekly progress goals by completing daily commissions and spending resin at least 5 days a week across a 12-week period, or the duration of 2 versions. Travelers can earn various rewards for their efforts, including sanctifying elixirs. But most importantly, this event will give travelers the chance to earn a constellation for certain designated 5-star characters. For more detailed information and event guidelines, keep an eye out for future announcements. Of course, we've just scratched the surface of all the exciting content coming in version Luna 1. There's so much more to discover in-game, so be sure to check it out when the update goes live.
Well, that brings us to the end of our post-show summary. Anything you want to say before we go, Nick?
Yes, it has been such an honor voicing Flint's. I'm so grateful to be joining the Genshin Impact team, and I'm so excited for you all to get to adventure with him. I look forward to seeing an army of Lightkeepers out in Nod-Krai.
I'm really excited for you, Nick. And I also can't wait
Now,
for
of course, I
Nick
missed
to
the important part.
I mean, their dynamic is just so cute.
They've been
Oh, I can't wait today.
And I'm excited for everybody to see that.
Yes, I agree.
And this was just a brief overview. We didn't even touch on Nod-Krai exploration or the Genshin Impact Miliastra mode coming in future versions. So all that to say is, this is just the beginning.
Just the beginning.
That looks really good, and if they pull it off, it's gonna be really good.
End of today's special program. We promise. Thanks for sticking with us, travelers.
Thanks, everyone, and happy adventuring in Nod-Krai.
See you there.
Bye.
Oh, and don't forget about the Genshin Impact 5th anniversary celebration video dropping on September 28th. Okay, that was the last thing. I'm serious this time.
Don't miss it. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Openly. Yeah, let me go back a second.
Something to look forward to. Now, let's get...
Yeah. Because the thing is, why I get worried is because they had Capitano, and he looked really cool, and people really want him, and then they turned him into a story MacGuffin, and are leaving him on his seat. Now, he's not necessarily completely dead, never going to become playable, because the Lord of the Night, who is fused with him, she gave the item that the Abyss Twin is using to recreate Hanria. she gave that to them, and she told the traveler, I think, that she put a little extra something in. And considering that Capitano is from Conria, there is a possibility that down the line, once we get into the, oh, he created Conria and the people of Conria from the memories came back, you might end up having Capitano, but with like his original body. Because the thing is that when he showed up in game, they kept going in about how, oh, he's falling apart, oh, he's suffering, oh, he can't sleep because of the souls in his heart, yada yada yada, to basically make it seem like, oh, he would be utterly miserable if he stuck around, so he's gotta die because of X, you know? However, if they make it where it's like, oh, okay, we have a basically remade Capitano, but because of what the little extra thing that the Lord of the Night put in is Capitano's soul, or at least a copy of it, then it's possible that maybe down the line we will get a playable Capitano that's not falling apart. Whether he's going to look as cool as his original design, that people know, I don't know. Hopefully they kind of do one of those, he looks usually like he's supposed to, but he can actually remove his helmet and you could see it and you'll be able to see, oh, his face, he's not falling apart, and then he puts his helmet back on or something, I don't know. So it is possible that he might come back, but considering what they did to Signora, I'm hoping, but I'm not holding my breath. Capitano, I guess, has a little bit more with the whole War of the Night thing and the Conria thing, because he is a Conrian and so on. And he is still technically alive. He's just not getting up from his chair. So, who knows? But I saw this part and I was like, okay, yeah. After Capitano sat in his chair, they used him as a way for the traveler to upgrade their pyro skills more. So, which I was like, oh, this is kind of a similar thing as in, oh, it's like an upgrade system, but not like to upgrade the traveler, but just like, I mean, you could see here, there's like, furnishings and stuff. So they're already putting in the Nod-Krai furnishings, which is nice. But they did this and I'm like, they better make her playable. This definitely should not be a, oh yeah, I'm just gonna be a little NPC in the corner. So you two are repeating over and over how much he's Capitano. I can't see him not being released one day. Yeah. Hopefully he will be. I feel bad for the Signora mains because it was like they were so hoping that with Natlan being the land of rebirth that Signora would somehow be reborn. However, you get there and find out, oh yeah, well there's a whole bunch of caveats on there. Only Natlanese people get reborn, and this and that and so on. The only thing I could think of is due to what Capitano did, where he said that all souls can enter Natlan's ley lines now. They might have something with Signora in the future of, oh, they moved her soul into, you know, the followers of Signora managed to move her soul into the ley lines of Natland, and so they did that, and then she was reborn or whatever. But I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, here's a
quick refresher on the upcoming event wishes. In the first half of version Luna 1, travelers can look forward to event wishes from Nauma and Nahida, as well as a Sumeru-centered chronicled wish banner.
And in the
yeah, there's your Al Hytham. At least he's on the chronicled wish banner. If you wanted to get him. What was the, oh, the Kokomi was the other one you wanted?
Connection to the moon.
It is so long. Hard to jump.
Banner.
And in the second half of the
yeah, I missed it already. Yeah, maybe not Kokomi. Can't risk the Chronicle though. The Chronicle is definitely a, you need to make sure you have enough pulls, because if you don't, it's gonna be kind of being a waste. He didn't up my pity. Well, I think it's actually a separate pity count. So, like, for example, if you rolled 50 on Lauma and then you jumped onto the Chronicle Wish banner, it wouldn't be, oh, you have 50 pity on the Chronicle Wish banner. It would be you have 0 pity on the Chronicle Wish banner, and it doesn't touch the 50. But I would double check that before you do anything, because you wouldn't want to waste it.
We'll have event wishes for Flints and Yelan.
In addition, Aino will receive a drop rate boost on the second half banners, so don't miss out if you're interested.
Yeah, this is another weird part too, because I'm like, if you're getting it for free for finishing the Archon quest, which people will probably do in the first 20 days, that means you have to wait another X however many days until the second banner comes to actually get Aino constellations. So anybody who actually wants to power her up is going to have to wait. Which is another reason why I think it was kind of weird that they switched it around. I mean, there was no guarantee that it was going to be on Flinson and Aino on phase 1 and Lauma on phase 2, but everybody kept assuming that because they kept doing it. Flynn's even has one of his trailers first. They must have decided to switch it like the last second.
All right, now let's talk anniversary.
Okay, so real quick with this, yeah. Then let's talk about, so it's like, okay, so you're getting basically 20 pulls, like a little kitty pet. I like this bed, this like hovering David. He's like, oh, you could sit wherever you feel like it, and with your friends. So I like that. I thought that was kind of neat.
Anniversary rewards and system optimizations.
Starting with anniversary rewards, travelers will receive 1,600 Primo Gems in their in-game mailbox, along with a new robot kitten pet, aww, an in-game 2-person lounge, and a variety of enhancement materials. There will also be a login event where travelers can earn a total of 10 intertwined fates, along with other rewards like resin and Mora by logging in for 7 days in a row.
And, of course, travelers will get to choose a standard 5-star character.
I'm glad this came back, because when they said that it was going to come back every year, if it didn't come back this year, I'd be like, you promised it was going to come back.
Character of their choice.
Oh.
And this year, Yume Mizuki will be available as one of the
I'm
options.
picking her.
There's also the free Aino obtainable through the Archon quest. So, that's 2 new characters travelers can add to their roster for free.
And finally, initial top-up bonuses will be reset after the version update.
Now, let's check out the optimizations coming in the new version.
Let's do it.
First up are a few optimizations.
Did they accidentally pass that? Oh, here it is.
Ascension material and weapon ascension material domains will be open every day for the next 7 days. Second, on top of
I wish that they would just get rid of the oh, this is only open on Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday, you know, because it's like they're already controlling how much resin we get. We don't need to do that. No other game is doing that.
the free standard 5-star, travelers will also receive materials to raise that character to level 60.
This is if it's completely new, which is
Here's
good.
another major piece of news. In version Luna 1, once a 5-star character
yeah, this section here with the purple Fortuna, and then you can level your character up to 95 and then 100. That's definitely a Wales that lost the 50-50 a lot. Because the only way I can see this happening for the average person is if you have your standard characters 5 stars and they get completely ranked up basically by accident. So that is basically a whale feature, because people aren't going to be rolling on a limited character banner if they already have that character at Constellation 6. So this is a whale thing.
reaches their maximum constellation level, additional constellations obtained for them will be converted into Master List Stella Fortuna.
Like I said, if it was for 4 stars as well, then I can see it actually being like, okay, yeah, there's people who have full maxed out 4 stars by accident. You know, like I have a 4-star official that I don't really, or not 4-star, a 6C official that I don't really use because she just kind of kept showing up. Yeah, he might actually like it because now he's like, oh, when I lose the 50-50, you know, yeah, because the thing is, like, it's if he has limited 5 stars at C6, that means he, in order to get one of these purple ones, he would have to be wasting pulls to pull another copy of them just to get this part. And that seems kind of silly.
Which is an item that can be used to raise characters past the level cap to a maximum of level 100.
I mean, if you're gonna do this with, like, let's say the standard 5 stars, let's see, you have King, Rhea, Tighnari, and Mizuki. So after a while, if you manage to C6 all those characters, that means you're gonna get, as if they don't put any new standards in, that means you'd end up getting 8 of those purple ones, and it looks like it raises them 5 levels. So that means you'd be able to basically, yeah, you'd basically be able to level up 4 characters to a level 100. No, actually, you're right. Yeah, so you must have C10 Mona, GGD Luke. Yeah, he'll probably, because they do say that it's going to be, oh, we're keeping track of everything you've gotten, I think they said.
For example, if you have a standard 5-star at C6, you could select the same 5-star from the anniversary event, earn a Masterless Stella Fortuna, and use it to strengthen a different character.
Plus, travelers who have
hear this.
excess constellations in the past will receive an equal amount of Masterless Stella Fortuna.
Yeah, so your friend is going to get a lot of these probably once the patch goes live, and he'll be able to use those to level up his main or whoever as he wants to. Those 90 plus if they are... no. They said that it's like, if let's say you get C6 Chi-Chi plus, and you get these purple ones, you could go and let's say if you have Baizu, okay, and he's not C6, as long as he's level 90, you can use these purple ones on him. So he doesn't also have to be C6 to use these purple ones on him. That kind of, or like let's say with Mulan, since you just got Mulan, if you ended up having, you know, C6 plus Chi-Chi, you could get these, raise up your Mulan to level 90, and then use 2 of those to get her to level 100. So there's an example there.
In their in-game mailbox during the new version, which will...
I won't get any of these because I don't have C6 standards yet.
Give certain travelers a chance to start leveling their characters right away.
Last but not least, travelers can look forward to a...
Okay, yeah, this is what I was talking about.
Travelers a chance to start leveling their characters right away.
Last but not least, travelers can look...
Okay. The complete adventure encounters to reach daily training goals every week, achieve 5 daily training goals, receive weekly training goals. In each group of the join complete 8 of these, and so they'll give you stuff, and I guess you're setting it, yes, which choice? You're setting it to whichever character you're looking at. Let's see.
Forward to a new long-term event in version Luna 1 to temper thyself and travel far. The objective is to reach weekly progress goals by completing daily commissions and spending resin at least 5 days.
Okay, so you're playing. They do have on here characters you don't have. I like that they have Baizu here. I was like, oh yeah, there's mine. Let's see. You're spending resin at least 5 days a week, right? So you're basically playing the game.
A week across a 12-week period. or the duration of 2 versions. Travelers can earn various rewards for their efforts, including sanctifying elixirs. But most importantly, this event will give travelers the chance to earn a constellation for certain designated 5-star characters.
Okay. Like I said, they're not going past Inazuma yet.
For more detailed information and event guidelines, keep an eye out for future announcements. Of course, we've just scratched the surface of all the exciting content coming.
Once event progress are met, traveler can claim 1 stealth fortune for characters you own from the list above. Each character can only receive it once. So you can't be going and being like, oh, I'm gonna go and like I have a C2 Baizu, I'm gonna go and get do him 4 times and get him to C6. You can't do that. Recently got my C6 Chi-Chi and now have 2 5-star standard. The other one is Mona. Okay. Yeah, so if you get Chi-Chi, I guess that's one way for people, because they used to be like, oh no, I got Chi-Chi again, right? It's like, hey, you get your, plus Chi-Chi, plus C6 Chi-Chi, and you'll get a purple to raise them up to level 100 again.
Coming in version Luna 1. There's so much more to discover in-game, so be sure to check it out when the update goes live.
Yeah, did they say that you could get 4 of these? Because, like, I can imagine being like, okay, and that they're putting it in. Artifacts.
啊，又是让我现场抽卡。
没错呀，
鸡哥，这次我看得很仔细了，这不就是普通
Yeah,
的
this
祈
is the
愿吗？
purple.
那你抽抽看吧。
哎，我抽到了梦见月瑞希。
哦，
哎不，
会因此与你产生共鸣，这将会允许你和你已经拥有的某位角色之间产生一次更强烈的牵绊，因此你可以免费获取一颗他的命星。
啊，
没错，在新版本当中呢，我们将会率先开放部分角色的命星获取，玩家最多可以在1年当中单独通过例行修远玩法，可以最多额外。
Yeah, earn up to 4 additional Stellar Fortuna for 5-star characters per year. So, well, you can only get 1. You can only use on the characters you have, and you can only get 1 Stellar Fortuna for a specific character, but you can get 4 of them. So, for example, if I want to give a constellation to Zhongli, Baizu, Ayato, and I guess Yaimiko, let's say, that's how it would work.
获取4个5星角色的命。
Oh, there's Baizu at the very end. Like, phew, he made it in. Well, it does look like they have some Sumeru characters on here. So maybe it's more of they cut it off at a specific time period when it comes to the patches. Versus like, oh, they only are including Mondstadt, Leeway, and Inazuma. Because you can get like a Scaramouche one. Sumeru, but no Fontaine, Natlin. But you just said that there's no Alhaitham on here, right? Alhaitham is in Sumeru.
我确认一下。
So they cut it off basically. No, because Baizu came out after Alhaitham. So if that's how they're doing it, yeah, I guess they just kind of picked and chose. They wanted to make sure, so like, oh, here, people, you can get consolation for characters that are not big sellers. I guess. Kind of sad to sound, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, a little confusing in certain parts. I will say I do like it when they were talking about how, oh, the characters can interact with the people around them and stuff, versus like, like, oh, if you have Lauma, the people of the Frost Moon Science will greet her and she can interact with animals and stuff like that, versus like in past experiences where you'll walk up to NPC and you'll be talking to them as like Zhongli, and they'll be saying like, oh yeah, Mr. Zhongli is blah 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 blah, and you're like standing right here. he's listening to you and you're standing right here. I mean, it's kind of weird because it blurs the lines between, is the character actually teaming up with you, or is it you just using basically an echo of them? I remember back in 1.2 when Albedo came out, and Albedo was talking to the Traveler, and he's like, oh, Traveler, do you have any special skills? I remember a comic/video where the Traveler decided to show Albedo their special skill of them transforming into characters from the game. And I was like, yeah, I guess that is kind of their special skill, right? Because, like, if you have Jean in your party, she's still technically in the Knights of Favonius office doing her job. She's not gallivanting all over Tibet with you because she's busy. So the one thing about the Tibet travels, though, I don't remember where they put it before here. That whole thing about, oh, you can invite one of them. Like, I thought the idea was that they were supposed to be sprinkled throughout the world all the time. So you could just kind of run into them naturally. Not you had to control it. Because that kind of defeats the purpose of the idea of, oh, we want to see them in the open world doing stuff. Let me pull up the doodad. Hang on a second. I'm sure it's on Twitter. A little easier to explain. All right. That's that. Lunar benefits. Okay, so here's the anniversary rewards. The artifacts fix, changing the resin. Getting to me. This number 4 is like, I have all these. It doesn't matter to me. Traveling bounties. You can get some limited resources or local specialties. Wrong box. Artifact inventory is increased. Oh, Serenity pot replica limit is increased to 20. Oh, that's neat. Inventory limit for furnishings increased to 1,100. That's the free consolation for. Yeah. That is also another question. this is neat. Apparently, real side note, with this character customization, you'll be able to get these outfits and stuff from I think it was like there's like gonna be a gacha for it, which I hope it doesn't work off of Primo Gems. I hope it works off of something else, because originally he said, oh, earn rewards. So it would make sense if the rewards you were earning for playing in this system was to pull for these pieces, or just plain buy them. But this is kind of neat. Yeah, like this is the base character, and then you can get like extra stuff for them and change them up a little bit. There's a guy version too, as far as I know. But pineapple. You can see here too, they have like suits. And here's, I think this is one of the guy versions. I was gonna say when this was playing, I was like, wait a minute, isn't this a game? What was it called? Order Up or something? This one is going to be in Genshin, apparently. This is in Genshin. So, I know some people were talking about, oh, why isn't this a separate game and stuff like that? And I think the reason why is because if they tried to make it a separate game, like completely no connection, people wouldn't necessarily play it on its own. So they are including it in Genshin, so you basically would use Genshin and go into it. I know some people were like, I don't want to create anything, blah, blah, blah. But apparently with this, it's like, you don't have to create stuff. You can actually just play what other people create. And some people are like, there's some really creative people out there. Someone even said, that I heard the other day, they were like, just take a really bored Sonic fan and put them here. You will have a Sonic track. Yeah, so the fighting alongside the hilly churls. I like that. That one could be fun if it's a campaign. Yeah. Guess it will depend. Let's see. Yeah, there's this. Oh, this is limited too. You want to make sure you do it quick. Although it does go until the end of December or the beginning of December. So it looks like, yeah, just make sure you're doing your weeklies and your daily things to grab your 4 at the time. There's a list of available characters. Yeah, so Baizu, Dea, Scaramouche, Nilu. Of course, this depends on if you have them. Sino, Tignari, Ayato, Yaimiko. Yeah, they definitely kind of gonna hand pick version. And if we basically go and cut out all of the standards, because it's kind of like, why would you use your thing on a standard? I can see that C1 Hu Tao right there. Yeah. For me, I can see doing like Baizu Ayato, because those are like my two favorite characters. And then possibly for the other two, either like Yaimiko, Ganyu, or Ito. Because out of these characters, I don't have Nilu, Yula, Ayato, Albedo, Zhao, Yula. I have the rest of them too, but yeah, 100%. I'll get Siwa and Ayaka. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, some of these are kind of like go with your favorites. Slash, if you're on the fence, take a look at what the constellation will do. Like, for example, if I have to choose between Ito and Ganyu, I take a look and be like, okay, what does Ganyu's constellation do versus what does Ito's constellation do, right? So. And these daily, weekly training goals seem like just kind of playing the game. Oh, let's see. Times, use resin. The temporary self-journey event, each character list can only be obtained once. You can plan whether you want to make the redemption during the current period or in future cycles. So, I guess it's like if you wanted to hold off, but still it'd be kind of like just use your 4, and then the year's gonna end, and then next year you'll get another 4, I guess. Yeah. This is kind of one of those, you gotta be in the game to see it and figure out how it works. And then this is the raising. Yeah, for a 5-star character who's already constantly level 6, so this is definitely like whale stuff. Whale stuff, or if you get really, really unlucky with the standard characters. Although I guess, like I said, that's one of those like, oh, if you have a C6 plus Chi-Chi, and it's like, oh, I got like a C10 Chi-Chi, that means you get 4 of these purple guys, and you can raise your character up to level 100. That's definitely one of those, start with your main, do your favorite characters, do the Archons, yada yada as you go along. Is it permanent? The Temper Thyself and Journey for event is a permanent, periodic event with each cycle lasting approximately 12 weeks. After the current cycle concludes, the next cycle will begin on the following Monday. Typically, travelers can obtain Stellar Fortuna for approximately 4 5-star characters for free each year through the To Temper Thyself and Journey Far event. So you can only obtain it once. Yeah, that also kind of seems like for example, this time we have Baizu on the list, but next time you might not have him on the list, so grab him while you have a chance. It's kind of neat that they're putting it in though, like a permanent kind of refreshing thing, so you can kind of just slowly, because it makes total sense, because majority of people like aren't going to be C6ing their limited characters. They're so focused on getting the character. And when the banners start being like, oh yeah, Baizu's banner is like never coming back, you know, you're going to want to be able to get some sort of version, or not version, it's like if his banner's never going to come back because they're so busy with all the other banners, you need to be able somehow to get his constellation. Because I think other than whales, most people will be like, oh, I'm going to try to C6 my main, and then maybe some characters I like / use a lot. Like, for example, if Zhongli was on there, I would be like, oh, I'll pick a Zhongli. Now, my question is, maybe it answers it here. But, like, if, let's say Zhongli comes up one cycle, and I pick him, and I get his Fortuna, so he's now C1, and then he comes back another time, like 3 cycles away, can I get another one for him and make him C2 without rolling on his banner? Or like with Baizu, if I get one and he's now C3 because I have a C2 Baizu, he's C3. When he comes back in another cycle far in the future, can I get another one for him? Or is like, no, it's like a permanent, just get one. Because if it's that, then that's going to be a problem, since it's like, if you're never going to have Baizu's banner return, you're basically dooming my character to be stuck at not C6. Especially when you get Alhaitham from Chronicle. Yeah. Well, I'll just say, weigh your doodads carefully. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. This kind of doesn't answer what I'm asking. It's like each character's Stellar Fortuna can only be obtained once. Once the current exchange period ends, you'll be able to obtain another character's Stellar Fortuna during the next event. But is that, oh, you can only get Baizu's once and never again? Or is it you can only get it once this period? Let's see. Yeah, so we got basically 2 standards, Alhaitham, Wanderer, Sino, and Nilu. And then their weapons. My brother is likes Dea, so he might actually go for a weapon at that point. They kind of skipped by the events in this. They talked a lot about the optimizations and stuff. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say this one's for Flint and this one is for Lauma. Yeah, let's see. And apparently, like, I think this one, yeah, it says take part in the event and meet the requirements to invite Ino to your party and obtain Primo Gems and event exclusive 4-star catalyst. So they're doing both character and weapon. Ether Light, spin the loot. I'm gonna assume that could be a 4-star catalyst for Lauma. If you don't want to go for her weapon. See what everybody else is saying. Wanderer. Shinha Khans. Yeah, some people are confused about where some different characters are. People on Twitter are very negative. Four characters per year. I guess this one, since they're starting it so late, it's like once it goes live, you're going to want to pick the 4 for this year, because by the time this one ends, it'll be the end of December. Yeah, this is kind of confusing. Again, we'll have to see what it's doing in the actual game. Yeah. Unfortunately, I wanted to be really hyped about this, and I kind of am, but I'm also very confused. Let's see. That's why the X in the light tape is because dark mode hurts my eyes. My eyes do not like reading white text on black background, on dark backgrounds. So I also tend to be on screens with all the lights on in my room, so that also helps in not hurting with light mode. I'd say the anime gacha community in general is negative, because if you check the Metal Gear Solid Delta tweets, are overwhelming positive. Well, I guess it kind of depends. I mean, when you think about anime, a lot of like Western people view cartoons as for children, and so it probably has attracted a lot of children or immature people. And of course, they're just going to kind of open their mouths and let stuff spew out, no matter how negative or horrible it is. I've started blocking people like that. I'm just like, I do not want to see your negativity. I mean, unless it's a warranted negativity, it's like, no. You know, like the whole, like, I was like watching one of the live streams the other day. I think it was the Do It Night Abyss live stream, and I kept seeing things that were like, oh, this game is awful, or oh, Genshin, and then they used a swear word, you know, and stuff like that. And I was like, no, we're not gonna do this. You know, you don't need to bring another game down to make another one seem better. Just chill out and be happy. Cold War for mature audiences, yeah. So it attracts more people that are probably a bit more mature. I'm not gonna say totally, because I do know I've seen some of those games where these guys are like rage quitting and throwing their controllers and stuff like that. It's like, if that's what you're gonna do, I think you should step away and stop being a baby. Because you just damaged and broke your own stuff because you can't handle your aggravation. You know, it's like, if you get that angry, put the controller down, walk away, scream into a pillow or something. Don't be damaging your stuff. Okay. Oh, and they have a web event. Can we do this one? I know they already had it. Ooh, pre-register. I'll log in. Copy link. Or a picture. Okay. Okay. It's getting. I already did pre-register, but I guess they're doing another pre-register event. So, okay, so you get 40 Primo Gems for doing this. So, go ahead and log on. Separate. I'll hide the rerun and not Chronicle. Yeah. The Chronicles are like I said, if you're doing one of those, ooh, I really want this character and I have the Primo Gems for 180 in my back pocket, they're pretty good because even if you lose the 50-50 during that banner, you're likely to get another limited character, possibly, that you don't have or that you to put onto your account. But if you don't have that 180, it's like, skip it and wait for when they come back with a regular banner. Log in after the version to. Yeah, this Impressions trailer was funky looking. I mean, they did not look like themselves. It was too realistic for Genshin style. I mean, oh. Yeah, like, okay, we're fine here. They got to this part, and I'm like, who is this? He looks like a man. Like, whoa. Her jaw for her facial features are way too sharp. Not only does she not look like herself, she doesn't even look like a lady. Manly up though. Even Legolas looks hotter than that. I know, kind of looks like a little bug. I think the only one who actually looks good in here in this is Flint's a little bit. I like the sidestepping he was doing. Yeah, he looks at least like somewhat like he's supposed to. It's not perfect, but he looks like a guy that he is. This old sidestep dance, I was like, kinda cool. So 11 days, 13 hours. Oh. Hop over. We have the Primo Gems while we're here. I'm kind of surprised they actually made it as an actual word instead of just random numbers and letters like usual. Also, too, they're having whatchamacallit? Honkai Nexus Anima has finally started putting out some stuff. Some animations and things. Apparently they're I think they're beta. They call it a bond test. Yeah, join the test. So I guess it must be a the first beta. Yeah. I was afraid when they were talking about how it being an auto chess game, I was afraid that they were going to start doing one of those, oh, it's just auto chess and you just have a menu and stuff. But no, apparently you can walk around and fly. Let me actually hop over. Chat is disabled for the live stream. I turned it off. Want the actual website. Here's the in-game footage. I was talking to Blaze, my brother, the other day, and I said that if it's just a menu and auto chess, I'm not really that going to be that interested. I played too many of those games back when I was younger, and I got bored of them. But if we can move around in the space, then that's different. This one's like, oh yeah, you start on here's the roof, so you can fly. You can finally ride horses. So somebody said, oh look, there's where Kaya's horses went. Yes, it is. This is Honkai Nexus Anima. It's apparently like a Pokemon type game. They just put this trailer out 10 hours ago, so we finally get to see some actual gameplay. I like this horse. It's cool looking. It's kind of like, it's sort of funny because it was like, you had Pokemon and then Power World came out, and then when Power World didn't immediately get smacked down or prevent from becoming a thing, everybody else jumped on the bandwagon and said, oh, you mean we could actually make a game? And now that apparently Nintendo is losing their lawsuit against Power World, it kind of like gave the green light for everybody else. They have a day and night cycle. And apparently I'm gonna assume they're called Anima, since this is Nexus Anima, and I don't want to call them Pokemon. Okay, yeah, here. Games in development subject to change. The Nexus Bond Test is available in 5 languages. Simplified Chinese, Traditional Chinese, English, Japanese, and Korean. So support for more languages will be added in the future. So they actually are gonna put in more. This girl, she's a little skort surrounded by pudding puppies. Yeah. As far as I can tell, I mean, we'll have to wait to go more into it, but yeah, you can actually customize your own character, which is kind of neat. No, you'll see it. It's an auto chess game. The avocado. These are some of the mini games. These little anima races. I saw this and I went, oh my gosh, they put House Flipper. House Flipper game. Let's destroy everything in it. And then I believe this is supposed to be the main fighting. So it's like, go and set up, you level up your characters, whatever, set them up, and then you say, let them go, and they fight. Yeah. Some people aren't sure about this, but I think it's like, if Zenless Zone Zero taught us anything, it's if it's not working, they will change it. So, like, that's one part. There was another one, too. This one shows some of the anima in it. I don't know. I don't. You can join the test, but I don't think you could pre-register for it yet. It kind of depends, I guess, on how far along they are, because unfortunately, it seems like these games are doing a, oh yeah, here we're announced, and then it takes them 3 years to actually make the game. It'll show up on the Hoyo launcher. That's true. That's true. That's if they have that now. Here's the other one too. I'm thinking, because originally people thought that the anima were attached to the characters, but I'm thinking what it's gonna be is that you'll get the characters through gacha, but you can just use your own avatar if you want to. But I'm assuming you'll catch the anima, maybe by doing the auto chess battle. I'm not sure. Some of these anima look really cool though. I really like the horses, the Egyptian themed ones. They're really pretty. Just a little jellyfish jelly unicorn. So, I mean, the fact that the beta test is already starting and everybody can join up into it might be a good sign that, like, oh yeah, we're like almost-ish done with it, because normally you would have like, ooh, beta test but for just Chinese players, and this one's like, oh no, beta test for everybody, you know, it's in English too, go ahead, and Korean and Japanese, everybody join in. So it would be interesting if it's like, oh yeah, we have this one beta, we tweaked some things, we fixed it, boom, here's the game. Instead of this long, drawn-out process. I know, like, with Arknights, Enfield, people in the comments on the Twitter page and on the YouTube page have started calling it Wenfield, so W-H-E-N Field, because it is taking so stinking long for it to come out, and we still don't even have any type of release date. People were hoping it was going to release this year, but they haven't said anything, and people are getting tired. They're like, you can't keep stringing us along, especially when at the Gamescom, the game was nominated for Best Mobile Game, and everybody's like, how the heck can it be nominated and possibly win Best Mobile Game when the game hasn't even come out yet? Like, that is ridiculous. What? I mean, a lot of people saw that and they're like, oh, does the Gamescom know something we don't? Are we going to get a trailer that'll say the release date? And people got kind of excited. And well, there was a trailer for Arknights Enfield, but they didn't have a release date. People lost their baloney. They were just like, you gotta be kidding me. And I mean, games will take as long as they take, especially if they hit snags and stuff like that. But on the other hand, it's like you're just you know, pulling our chain, basically. Especially since they do that whole thing where they go to anime conventions and stuff to kind of advertise their game, which is fine. You want to drum up and you know, excitement. But if I was there and walked up to the booth and tried the game and went, "Oh, this game is so great. When's it coming out?" and their answer was, "We don't know." Like, what do you mean you don't know? This is your game. You have no idea? Yeah, Enfield should release soon, as their Chinese license to publish in China may run out soon, so they'll have to apply. Yeah. I mean, I know with Azure Premilia, also had a license under a different name, and I guess they just didn't have the game ready, so they just went and let the license run out, and then they changed the name of the game. So now it's Azure Premilia, but Azure Premilia still hasn't come out either. So I don't know if they continue to keep doing that and just be like, oh yeah, we're just going to keep changing the name until we're done. It's like, if that's the case, don't register with the Chinese government before you're ready to release. With some of these characters. Puddling pup. This cute little guy. Sanitation Striker. The soft, bouncy pudding pup anima, I was right, it's called anima, often gets flattened under the pressures of life. However, humans use it back to give themselves a bit of a boost, bouncing high into the sky. Hill Leap. Hill Leap's whimsical mischief makes it irresistibly charming. Even those it tricks finds themselves torn between frustration and fondness, for it can always find a way to pry open the locks guarding the most precious things. Hate. Oh my gosh. Hate? Really? The bun marine. Oh, it's like a little bunny slash sea slug. Beneath the waves, bun marine glows with the luminescence of jellyfish, yet usually dwells on shore. Inkifol. Drifts like a shadow, driven equally by playful whims and valiant quests. As naughty as it is adorable, it carries a child's joyful spirit through all its wanderings. I wonder if these guys are going to evolve. Like, does this guy evolve and become the horse we were riding before? Or we saw? Yeah, because like this one's 5, and this one is 7. So what's the 6? What fits there? I like these designs. They're really cute. They're unique enough, I think, that you can't look at them and go, oh, they're, X from this other monster game. Heart E. Bullberry. Here's a cool dragon one. Forsyth. Mush glue Mimi. Little critter. A flux. Oh yeah, we saw this one before in the picture a long time ago. Donut pizza. Whoops. Oh, gee. Come back to life. Olive spear. Nom nom. Cute. It's a little red panda. Feeling a cute. Cute. Boba bird. Oh, this is going to be Ayato's favorite. It's a boba penguin. He's like, yes, I must have this boba bird. Eggnog. Oh, it's a fried egg that fights. Okay, I guess it doesn't evolve because this one's a 30. Age 30. Oh, it disappeared. A steed of mercurial disposition, often vanishing abruptly even as the crowd watches. Never does it reveal its true visage. Yeah, I like the fact that you could ride on it. Two-blade. Young dog bears a sharp blade. It must evolve, honestly, because this looks like the baby version of the one that we saw with Blade, so... We have a lot of these on here. Marshall bird. They're all really nice. Ah, Mimu, so cat in a box. Vixmorn. Lots of foxes. I'm gonna say this is probably the baby form to the other one. This one, the ones that we were following. Foolhardy. This is the one that was in the trailer. Foolhardy remains convinced it's a dashing inkycorn, never once contemplating its true form beneath its veil. Ah. Like, I might be derpy, but I'm still cool. Blocked. Oh, here's the ones that were dancing. It's llamas. Neat. Oh, and here's some of the characters. Conference. Oh my gosh! Look at that cool guy. You were talking about how you're saying about Legolas? Here's his dad. Vinctus, the first sovereign, master of order and chaos, and who is now the Novarch of order. Prior to the Sundering, he defeated the World Enders 7 times, destroying them twice. Oh my gosh. He seems so out of place in a cutesy Pokemon-ish world. But then again, this is Honkai. Oh, he's one of the head guys too. Kuyo, fourth sovereign, master of reality and illusion. He vanished after the sundering. Yeah, I saw him in the trailer. Darcy's elder brother, he fulfilled his promise to her and sealed the world ender within the plane of illusion. Oh my gosh, look at these guys. I hope they're playable. It would be very awkward if it was like, oh yeah, here we're advertising these cool gentlemen and or these cool people and they're not playable. Bunch of sovereigns. Armand. Yeah, I mean he's got character, the anima around him. He's got to be playable. Armand. Ephraim. Eighth sovereign. Yeah. Rumored to be dead for time, appearing after the sundering, laying dormant. It's like, I'm still alive. I'm fine. Yeah. Well, the thing is, too, is like, if this guy is the fourth sovereign and he's in the game, he looked like the main guy leading Team Rocket somewhat. Oh, yeah, Giovanni. Yeah. So, the owners of the aspects of the old world, rulers of the mortal world, wielding power and authority. Yeah. Now, the thing is, it's kind of interesting. Let's see, what is this? The numbers. Fifth sovereign, eighth sovereign, 28th sovereign. Yeah. Now, the thing is, I would say, oh, if we were going in numeral order, then that should mean that probably the only character that actually is unplayable would be this girl. However, we know this guy is in the game, and he's the fourth sovereign, so chances are this guy might be in the game too. Oh yeah, he's in this one too. Over Arcs. Blade. Like Blade's in here. The 22nd Nov-Arc and Master of the Plane known as the Peak. One of the Phoenix Breaker Nov-Arcs, he is searching for the missing 11th Sovereign. Oh, don't tell me the 11th Sovereign's gonna be like Dong Hung or something. That would be funny. Arayaya. Third champion. The current Nov-Arc of competition. Others you will encounter during your journey. Yeah, this is the girl that's the face of the Nana Faye, a young girl, ordinary student. She kindly allows you to stay in her home. Best girl character. Ordinary student, pure, innocent, kind. She's the pride of Lily, loved by all. Yeah, there's a few characters in here. There's Kiana's in here. Casino Rolex. But guy character. Maple. Hey, Kiana. A plain strider on a long journey, currently dealing with an aspect fracture on behalf of the committee of a joyful Leah. I guess Leah's the place. That's cool. I didn't expect them to go in this deep. I was like, oh, they'll probably have like a handful of characters. But I didn't expect these guys. Like, woo. He's right up my alley. Oh, game features. Here's the pictures we saw. Oh, there's some more guys that you haven't shown before. Yeah, I know some people are kind of wondering on how many like crossover Honkai characters will there be? Because I mean, this is a Honkai game, and if you didn't have other Honkai characters in it, it would be kind of weird. So like, you have already representative of, oh, Honkai Impact 3rd, Kiana, Honkai Star Rail, Blade. Why they picked Blade, I don't know, but you know, I would think that they would have picked like March 7th or the Trailblazer or even Dong Hung. Although, considering it said that Blade is looking for the missing 11th Sovereign, I wouldn't be surprised if that person was. Because none of these are the 11th, right? He's 1st, 4th, 5th, 8th, 28th. Yeah. So yeah. The 22nd Novarch and Master of the Plane known as the P. One of the Phoenix Breaker Novarchs, he's searching for the missing 11th Sovereign. If the 11th Sovereign ends up being Dong Hung, that's gonna so totally push the whole Blade and Dong Hung ship. It'll be like they're shifted, or they're together in both lives. It's like, there you go. Huh. That's interesting. Okay. We have been streaming for basically 3 hours and a half, and I am exhausted. But it was a very interesting stream and a very interesting look into all of this stuff. I don't know when I'm gonna stream next. Probably maybe when Nod-Krai comes out. I think I'll definitely be streaming when I do my polls, because I like polling with you guys, and I like having a record of the polls in video form. Take care. Look forward to your C1s. Yeah, true. Or C3s, or whichever. I know it's kind of funny with the limited characters. I've got C2 Baizu on purpose. And then I have C1 Hutao, C1 Sino, and C1 Moika by accident. The Sino and Moika were because I was trying to get, or no, the Sino and Hutao was because I was trying to get 4 stars, Candace and Toma, and the Moika was when I was trying to get a 4-star as well. I was trying to get Dahlia, and I just decided, oh, let me just do a 10 pull. Quick 10 pull, and Moika showed up. Only C1 I have its access C1 Shalonen. Oh, yeah. Well, Shalonen's a pretty good character, so that's not a bad thing. All right, well, go use your Genshin codes, do the web event, maybe sign up for this if you want to. Like I said, since it's a join the test, like, oh, here, Bing, go ahead. Here's all this info. Hopefully that's good to the show. It's coming soon and not a 3-year wait, but we will have to see. Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Dark Overdue. And have a good rest of your day. I'm gonna go take a break. For people watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. I want to hear what you guys think. And I will see you all later. All right, bye. Thank you for coming.